set the stance back, so you can make it into a twin, like what you're saying.
Okay.
But it is mainly like a directional one. And then the thing with the directional ones is that they're almost always set back. Like the right away, it has a setback.
A directional board.
Directional, yeah. Directional taper or whatever.
Yeah.
But again, they still call them like directional twins sometimes. Like the
I
custom.
need to try change
custom is
my terminology.
Yeah. The custom's the only word that I can think of that we have, or like maybe that Ride Man, or not the Man, Shadow Band would be like kind of on that more directional twin type.
Directional twin type.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So then the other thing that I missed, and you guys have covered a little bit tonight, we talked about boot fit. One of the very common things that'll come up in boot fit is people will go, my heel lifts up. When you guys try on boots tonight, I want you to try to lift up in a boot. And I can pretty much guarantee in every single boot, you'll be able to lift up to some extent. Even in the lasso is probably going to be the best heel hold, so to speak. But you can do this on any boot, but that's not how you ride a snowboard. You ride a snowboard how? Bending your knees and flexing into it. So the question is, when you flex into the boot, does your heel lift or stay down? Okay, so make sure that you're aware of that, because that's a very common complaint from customers, and you just have to educate them that that's not really a snowboard motion, and you can try it in your boots you have now. And they're like, oh, I can do that. You know, okay.
Oh wow.
So board lines.
Yes, so right now I have Chris on ride, and then 2 more people for ride.
I think I want to ride.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm in the wrong line. I have Chris, Joya, and Jared on Burton. Elias and Joya on ride, so I need 1 more. And then I have Tristan on Gnu. I need 2 more people for Gnu. Okay.
Paige,
Also having on Lip Tech.
Paige will
Jared,
do
so
Gnu.
You're done.
Unless she's doing Roxy.
I have Paige on Roxy.
Okay, so she's getting one of the lines.
And then I was also thinking of putting her on either Capita or Arbor.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you're going to learn about 2 board lines, and you're going to talk about the different specifics of the boards with your team, not all by yourself. Okay. There's a group of you that you guys are going to present it together. And so you're going to have to study on those 2 board lines, either through the internet, app on your phone, looking at the boards we have and reading the cards on the back, and be able to talk about those boards. So that way, what happens is when you guys are out on the sales floor and all of a sudden somebody goes, tell me about this Roxy board, you don't go, I don't know. You go, well, you know what? I don't remember much about that one, but you know who's a pro? Paige is a pro. Let me get Paige. Right. She'll tell you about Roxy. Okay. So that's kind of the plan. And the people that you're working with will help you. So next time you come to work, ask them about, hey, who's doing Roxy with him?
Elias.
Ask Elias about how you guys are going to present that line together, right? And he's been through enough. He knows what you guys need to do. And then the other one is what? Capita or?
I'm going to put her on Capita with Danae interest.
Okay, there you go.
So
you do Capita.
I have a list. I will text it out to everybody so y'all know which ones are on. Everybody's going to have 2 to 3. If you have any objections to what I'm assigning you, let me know in a separate text. Okay.
And if you guys do look, we have 1 less person tonight, right? So there's 1 less person working with us. So, and that's not Tristan. She's on.
No, hi Tristan.
Right. So, okay. So, so anyway, just know.
Switch it out.
They're switching out, right?
Paige is Alexa.
Paige has tagged in.
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully Paige is Paige and not Alexa.
So,
and then I just had a quick question. When during the season, because I'm probably not going to worry, I don't have a phone and the Endeavor thing, whatever. But if I get out here and start talking boards, the ride one intrigues me. Same with the other one thing. Can I, like, from the back shop, have other people ring out the board under my name?
Yes.
Okay.
And hopefully that is what's happening.
Yeah.
Same thing with the goggle. If you sell a goggle, it doesn't matter. We can do something and send that in for you.
Okay. Cause I just know that once the winter starts, I'm
You're
just
very
locked.
honest, and while y'all are very honest, y'all won't come up and tell me, I rang that out, but so-and-so really sold that,
I
I
see.
can change it in the drop down menu.
Yeah.
For you to submit stuff, let me know, we can run a report, get all the receipts, I can submit it through mine and pay.
No, the ride one, the
Or
board
press
ones are
zero.
pretty intriguing, cause that's about the only thing I really do get out on the floor and pipe in the winter, is boards. So,
And you know,
I mean,
and
everything, but I end up getting stuck in the back a lot.
it's just like when you have stuff for your goals, you know, as a person who's handling the register, you know, you should give credit to whoever sells whatever it is if you can. It's easy, you just change the salesperson on there, right? So because if your goal is shoes and you go sell shoes and Danae rings it up under Danae, no credit for Garrett, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, make sure you do that. In turn, you know, as part of your goals, you get paid, right? So make sure you're not cheating me on that end where Danae sells the shoe and rings it under Garrett. Because then I'll just eliminate gold.
Right.
Screw it, you guys,
the
you
window,
guys are
man.
shafting me, right?
There has been some of that in the past for sure, about people milking it, working it,
Right.
you know, and
Oh, put that under so
only
and so.
focusing all their energy on selling. They say they've sold 4 ride boards, and now when someone walks into the store, what do they hear? You need to buy a ride board. Oh, you know? No. So I see sometimes there's that fine line where it can kind of obscure us as good salesmen if you get too focused on the goal. So it's all about just selling a bunch of stuff to a bunch of people.
All the stuff.
Okay,
And get the come ups.
good there on that stuff?
We are
Okay.
doing board lines, we have Burton Thursday, we have binding certification.
Binding certification.
Okay,
Pick 2 for binding certification night.
I'll kick it
Okay.
off.
all right, I'll
Good.
send that out.
Do we do both in the same night?
No.
No.
We try to make it so nobody has to do 2 in one night.
I'll do either one to start.
Okay.
Okay.
She will come up with what it is. Klamath, you come up with when you're gonna do yours and whatever schedule you wanna do it on. Cause you guys end up on a different schedule than us moving forward.
They were saying, well, I mean, we're not gonna have the binding search, so we should be fine.
Right, but you guys may wanna have a rental night, or you guys may wanna do it during business hours. If you want. So, but pick whatever days, and you guys may wanna do it, so you guys do 4 in one night, and then 4 in another night, whatever it is. Okay, so from here, let's do our fabs. So Klamath, you guys can mute if you want, and you can do your fabs. Okay, how many fabs per big ticket item?
3, 4.
3, right? And at least 3, right? At least 3. One with evidence, one with nail down. You guys get to tell them, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
So that means,
no.
and with that being said, now Michelle will have an objection that you guys need to meet,
Please be nice.
right?
Oh, I was first.
Actually, you're second.
Okay. Hi, I have the Armor Spotlight here. And then around 130. So yeah, a good price point, which means that you're going to be getting a great cleat. You have a plastic bottom, so it's going to be more durable. You're not going to feel any shock.
I don't want metal.
No, you can't. It's a football cleat. You have to have the plastic.
Oh, I'm a mom, so I mean.
And then it comes with this little internal sock, so it's going to be a little bit more cushiony and a little bit more support. They have really a lot of cushion in there. You feel that?
That feels great.
Yeah.
It'll love
So-
that. Yeah, they in purple.
I can see what we have in the back, but I don't believe so.
I didn't buy that cleat yet.
Yeah. Huh?
yeah, they took another card.
You added it to your.
I had to go look in the back.
Okay.
Oh,
I have
Oh,
this pretty sweet hydro flask. Pretty cool feature of this one. Despite it being 40 ounces, a little bigger, it's still like that same kind of cup holder shape within your cup holder still. So it's just taller instead of being really wide.
okay.
Hydro flasks are pretty sweet. They have a this vacuum insulated kind of layer. So it's like a wall that they inside. It's like vacuum sealed. So it's like this pressure that keeps liquids cold or warm, depending on whatever. We had a hot liquid here or cold liquid.
Okay.
Keeps like I think cold liquids hot for 24 hours, warm liquids. Cold liquids cold for 24 hours, warm liquids hot for 12 hours, right? So that way, if you're ever on a big hiking trip or something like that, your
Okay.
beverage will stay what you want it to be.
But like, I don't want to chug it. Do I have to have that top?
No, we actually have, I mean, you don't wanna chug, we do have a little more convenient chug caps, which are a little bit smaller. I actually have one on I have another water bottle, I really like it because it makes it super easy, because it's just like, it creates like this really smooth kind of flow instead of like this big gap, you have like really smooth flow. Or we also have straws, another pretty sweet option, which is so if you're driving, you can just quickly pick up your drink, keep
So,
your hands free. So,
let's go on next.
I'll go.
Y'all, this is
Okay, so I have the Smith Mirage at $145. It's expensive, but it's not as bad as Oakland Helmet. So it has,
Do not say that again.
Come on, it's funny. So it has why you're paying $145 is because it has MIPS, which is multi-directional impact protection system, which basically means that when you do take a fall on your snowboard, you're not going to be hitting at one angle. You'll be hitting the front, maybe the side, or rolling a bit. So basically, do a little bit more on top of having corduroy, which is dampening. The little straws that you can see.
Oh, you can see that.
Yeah, and you can also feel inside. It has that super soft pinky layer to keep your head a lot warmer when you're out on the snow.
Oh, cool.
And it's super lightweight. Isn't that for lightweight?
It does, yeah. My goggle is fogged up, so what can I do about that?
And this has special venting systems here where it's protected through here, but it still gets plenty of air up under there. And if you're riding with a Smith goggle, it'll probably be your best chance of having the least amount of fogging with this. Oh yeah, this. Oh yeah. And you have this little thing,
Nice.
which
I
locks
can
in
open
at
it
3
first.
different positions.
Okay, nice. Buying that helmet.
Thank you.
We got the Burton zip line for your kiddos. It comes in at $189.
Kids are expensive.
They are, but again, when you're paying $100-something to get them up there, even on the hill for the lessons and everything, I think it's probably even $200 for the lesson and everything, like the whole
Yeah.
kit included. You definitely don't want your kid getting bummed out because they're in Sorels or something. So this has a bit of stiffness to it for a kid and their weight. You
They
can
have
feel
to have
that.
this to snowboard?
So these help out again with so that your kid, when you tell them, hey, get ready to go snowboarding, they can easily grab both of those and just slam their foot in. Then it's got the easy Velcro up system, hook and loop. You just kind of get that as tight as you can, no messing with the liner lace. And then this one doesn't have the quick in, but again, has boa, so it's not too long to get that twisted up. And you can feel how soft that liner is in there and how that would make them probably ride the most of the day instead of spending $200 on your kid to go out there and whine that his boots aren't the right boots for snowboarding, mom, and you didn't buy them.
What
Snowboarding
happens if
boots, you
little
bought them
Jimmy
snowboard
fits
boots.
And arts and crafts.
So boa is actually full lifetime warranty. Any part of it is fully replaceable. If they break this part or snare any of that, any of this stuff can also be warranted through the company, I believe, over 2 years or 2.5 year warranty. For
Okay.
any of the outer shell damage, if like any of the seams rip and stuff.
Okay.
provide those
And just another EVA.
We provide the boa.
The boa
and
parts,
the
we
Boa,
string,
boa
but not
itself, as a distributor, make sure that we have free parts to fix their stuff. Because again, we're backing their lifetime warranty with, again, all parts.
So like if someone wanted to fix it themselves, could we get
They
them the
go to
parts? Oh, they go
boa.com
to Boa.
or burton.com and they can get them sent to them in the mail. Had a guy do that one time and then still brought it into me because he didn't know how to do it. So I recommend just bringing them in or just letting the customers know to bring them in to have them fixed by our techs because it goes quick.
Alright. Got a jacket.
We got a snowboard jacket by
Alright.
Burton here. We say this is a shell jacket, but it's a little bit in between. It's a little bit more insulated for a shell jacket. It has a lot of movement within it. So it's very mobile on that side. It's got actually really strong Velcro, more than I've seen on other jackets. It's pretty impressive. It's got an inside pocket for heat warmers, which is pretty nifty.
Ooh.
If it was insulated, you could keep your hot grilled cheese sandwich in there, you know, later on. Got a nice powder skirt. Keep the snow drifting up your back.
Okay.
And then you actually have the hoodie, pulley elastics.
There somewhere.
Pop it out.
Like they're both on the outside, kind of towards the chest.
which is really handy on a windy day to keep it buckled on to your face. You know, you don't trailer that'll just blow off and then get everything in there. You just kind of
Okay.
do your thing.
Hmm.
All in all,
How waterproof is it? What if it's not waterproof enough?
what is the rating on this?
Doesn't have one. Doesn't have one, they're all on, they're all the same, but
What are they, 10 or 25?
I think they're 20.
huge, right?
20.
Yeah, it's like 25.
Yeah.
Like 20?
I know one company.
I heard it was 20 to 15K, so it's
Okay.
20K waterproofing, 15K breathability, but that's again
Stand
what
around
I'm
all
taking
day.
off of Anthony that he told us last year. Cause I
Standard.
asked him the same
We'll
question.
have Burton here Thursday, so we'll confirm
Yeah,
that.
so
But
we
that
got
is gonna be our only brand that's not gonna call it out
Okay.
on the jacket for you.
Right.
You will get that question a lot, so we'll get that answered Thursday. to
Okay,
make sure
keep
we're
it
all on the
standard,
same
for sure.
page.
Yeah, I'll research it too.
Yeah.
Solid.
So
Sweet.
real
Good
quickly,
explanation,
I didn't cover that. That was another thing that I missed at the meeting because we were skimming through clothing, right? Is so a lot of times
Who would
it's
wear-
5,000, 10,000, 15, 20, you, and then gore, basically. And so if you got 5,000, usually that's a rating that's like, you're probably gonna get wet in, you know, half day, start to get some seepage coming through there. In a real wet day, maybe within a couple hours, you're getting seepage in there. 10,000 is pretty good for non-wet snow conditions. You can probably ride all day and not get wet. If the snow is wetter, you're probably gonna get wet at some point during the day. 20s, you know, getting pretty close to where Gore-Tex, you know, is, you know, you're pretty much not gonna get wet all day. And then Gore-Tex has a guarantee.
Right.
So basically, when you go out to sell somebody something, you know, and you got a guy that rides a lot, what are we trying to get him in?
Gore-Tex or
Gore-Tex at 20,000, you know? So somebody who rides, you know, 10 or 15 days a year, probably be nice to get you at least in 10.
Yeah.
You know, I go once or twice a year, you know,
5K.
yeah,
Right.
you know, 5K, unless they feel like they want a higher end waterproof.
Unless they're from South America and we're cold in like 80 degrees, and sell them the most insulated, expensive
I
jacket.
sold a lady a Gore-Tex jacket for walking her dog in
Yep.
the rain. So yeah, they can sell them on there.
Solid.
Yep.
Okay.
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 Who have it? Garrett?
Hello. I hear you're looking to
Hello.
get into some tuning some boards,
Yeah.
doing your own tunes. So I got a Decine tuning iron. They were established in 1979, so they've been putting out products for snowboard and surf related things for years and years. It's $55, and so when you come to get a wax at a shop, it's usually anywhere from 20 to 25. So 3 waxes and you will have paid for the iron. So good card quality. I think that we could take it out and check
Is
it
that
out.
Puma wax?
There is not any wax in there, I don't believe.
Why can't I just use an iron from home?
Jeez. Oh, because it's a mess. Your mom will get mad at you. I've done it. It fills up all the holes, and then when she goes to use it for her own clothes, it's no good.
Yes, I gotta buy it.
This doesn't come with the wax, but you can purchase wax for just a little bit, and then you'll be rolling.
Sweet.
So, do you think this will work out for you? Should I bag it up or?
Bring it to the front.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's bring it up and do it. And some of them do have wax. That is a good. Some of the boxes do. I think the one ball maybe comes with a little wax.
The
And
Supreme
then tuning
tuning,
kit.
not the normal, but the
Super.
super.
There it goes again.
He doesn't want to stand.
My turn.
Give me waxes
So
up.
I got these the 2 women's double socks. They're acrylic, so they wick away sweat and keep your feet dry, but they're not wool socks, so they're not too thick and they don't get your feet hot. I personally don't like wool socks because my feet get too hot.
Okay.
And they're in this awesome flamingo print, and I noticed that they're pretty soft on the inside.
Oh, let me see. Oh, that is soft.
And
I don't know.
they're tall, they're ribbed at the top so that they won't slide down down your boot.
All right. Well, I wear a size 14 foot. Do you have it on my size?
I'll have to check on the back, but maybe I don't know.
So you have a size.
Yeah.
Because people will be like, I love this one, and they'll bring you like the guy's XL beer
And they have
socks,
like
and they're
little
like
tiny feet.
a 13-year-old. Yeah. They shouldn't have beer socks anyway, but it'll
Yeah.
tell you here.
Yeah,
And then what you can do is you can say, let's see what else we have.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
I
Okay.
personally have a beer socks.
That was everybody, right?
Good. Tabs away.
Good. I I know it's
Am I keeping-
awkward when it's
am I
us,
holding
'cause
on
we
to
don't
these?
feel like we're selling to each other.
Hold on
You're
to
gonna
these.
wear those now. So-
Van.
Yeah,
Now I'm just gonna
but
hold
just
them.
get that
Sweet.
little bit.
Well, look at
It
this.
feels really awkward, right? Especially when you're selling a dog, it's like, you know that, you know that it's fake,
Yeah.
just like.
Well,
when you
that's-
go on Moss Drive.
That's what we have to do with the cattle. We
Yeah.
have to do like it to my mom's
Oh, no,
face,
no.
and I'm like, dude,
It's waste.
you're gonna critique
No,
me, and it's like,
I know.
it's really stressful,
But
way
if
more
you can
stressful
do it
than,
comfortably in front of everybody else and
Yeah.
not laugh, like you're gonna feel so comfortable.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's
Basically
gonna
this.
Yeah.
Also-
I'm better to do it to a stranger than I am with somebody I know. You know, like,
Yeah.
Now, I feel like it's definitely easier selling to the general public.
Yeah.
than it is for
Yeah.
being up in front of everybody.
yeah,
This trip honestly is the most brutal to sell to.
But people don't
I hate
come up with the most ridiculous
Yeah,
objections.
yeah.
Like, sometimes you are like, ah.
yeah.
I'm not even kidding. It's horrific standing up there. I don't know why.
You guys do pretty good. We've had some people that were super nervous. They didn't know what to do. They get up there and lock out, man. They're like,
That's
It's sad. It makes you want to like
Don't
just
be
leave. That way you don't
relaxed.
have one more person that have to stand in front of.
all right, man.
Let's hear about that.
When
Next
like,
start. Make so much stuff.
Long time.
Long time ago, place far away, bands.
Galaxy far
Alright, so the way this is gonna work is we're gonna go over these briefly, right? Then we're gonna break real quick. Everybody's gonna grab Van's boots, try 2 on.
They're on. Yeah.
Klamath, you on?
Slam it back.
Hello?
Looks like they're putting their items back.
They're chilling.
They're working.
They're stalling people.
Let's see, and everybody brought socks, right? Or has socks.
No.
You
Oh,
got
that's my bad.
cotton low ones.
Yeah, I got synthetic anklets because I thought I had mine in the car and I didn't.
Oh, no, we had to try on socks.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
will not
washed
be
them at
putting
my
those
house.
on.
Thank
Pick
you.
them up.
Otherwise, I don't know. Y'all asked me the last time I did that. Hey, miss you back.
You. I'm just holding it.
I know you were.
Okay.
Not yet.
My-
Y'all have like 3 people. How
Oh,
did
sorry,
I that?
But they're doing additional fabs since they only have
Maybe they're doing like 3 pieces.
Exactly.
Hello. Come back to the screen. Hey, just went in the back.
Just walk away.
I don't know, it's pretty crazy.
Get on the horn. bro.
Do we line this? Good way to explain line of those foods too. That
There they are.
you don't have to worry about your kid. Well, you kind of worry about your kid taking them in and out.
Klamath!
Well,
Your bag?
step up.
You just gotta put them back fire. There we go.
We're ready for
Text
you.
of Heather, we'll see.
Are they doing their own thing or are we doing it for them? I thought they did their own thing.
No, I think we're supposed to be doing this with them and then they're gonna try on their own boots.
Okay.
Well, maybe in a hurry up.
Tristan, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
What's up, dude?
Hello. We miss
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Hey, I miss you guys too.
Hey, we miss you, Tristan.
So we need to get
I'll
home.
see you guys on Thursday. Don't worry.
I
Yay,
texted her
can't
already.
wait.
She hasn't answered me yet, so I don't.
Okay.
They're just cruising around
Okay.
up there.
They come non-scented.
I think we're on mute, cause.
Wow,
the
really? They
volume
don't
and edits
stink?
right now.
Grammar store, grammar store.
Calamity!
Oh, no.
Okay, while we're doing this, let's see. You said you wanna do a boot or a board line next week, Chief?
They were, I thought they were yelling. Oh, we're here, yeah.
Give me a little longer to
Yeah, we're here.
Teddy Jones.
Okay,
Alright.
Thursday next week, what's that date? It's 12, 14, 12, 4, 7, 11.
15.
21st.
We were close.
21st.
I was gonna try and guess. That's right.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I was like, I'm not even
Friends
gonna try.
on Friday.
The 10th. Oh wait, that already happened. Dang it.
Well, I hate money. That's like we're biggest and
I'm also
the biggest selling point ever.
money hater.
That's
good.
Get them ready, they're on.
Alright, we're ready? Okay.
The fans, they're pretty dope. So I have the Juvies to start. This one's the linerless. Easy for the little guys to get into because you don't have to worry about multiple different like
tightening points, don't have to tighten everything to them. Comes with room to grow, so that's a selling point for the parents. The Step Up is the other Judy that has the liner. It's the V1 Ultra Cush. All of these will have pop cush in them, and the other big thing on Vans is they're all the rubber outsoles. Yeah,
All of them?
all of them. So they're
Even
not the
the
EVA, not the foam, just all gonna have the rubber. So they're all pretty much
And big
great selling
durability.
points for for littler kids, because not a lot of them have that option. Moving up, we have the high standards. That's the women's.
So,
It's
yeah.
gonna be a little softer than the men's. I think they were a 3 to a 4, a 4 to a 5, and then a 3 to a 4 on that one. So same thing. All will have the pop cush. They're gonna have the V1 Ultra Cush liners with the option for lace with the nice rubber outsoles.
Another thing to mention on these guys is they do have harnesses. They
Yeah.
have the V1 harness, so eventually as you go up in their boot lineup, they get better harnesses.
That's great.
But
because
this is the only light like lace up boot that we have
with the
currently that has a harness.
What was the price point on that? Like one.
$200.
Wow.
In the harness, I'm sure everyone knows, it's just the tightening mechanism isn't on the liner, it's inside the boot. So makes it really easy for people to stay in their boots.
We
We
skip.
Okay.
We didn't explain how we're supposed to fit people for boots first.
I thought they were gonna do that as part of their presentation.
How are they gonna do it if we didn't explain to them how to do it?
Got it, okay.
What happened?
I show how to put on a boot first real quick.
We could finish what you've got there,
Okay.
and then you can talk
I'm just
about how to
helping us.
fit somebody for a boot.
Oh.
And then you can also
Alright.
show them, because you just did the lace one, and I was like, oh, we didn't show anybody how to do lace. Oh, we
Okay.
skipped that whole top part.
Got it, okay.
I mean, I can show you how to tie a boot if you need to.
No, you keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna get going on this one.
Okay, we got the 4 OGs, and the men's and the ladies. They are a Step Up with the boa, so you're gonna lose the lace, and I think that they're the same, around the same size rating. Yeah, 4 to 5, so it's a Step Up, just barely, but they're also the same as the others with the internal harness, and gonna have pop cush and the V1 Ultra Cush.
So that one has pop cush, but that one has ultra cush?
No, the liner is Ultra Cush.
Oh,
The
okay.
insole is gonna have the pop cush.
Okay.
And the ladies have a nice little.
A little
some
pretty.
material there.
Well, for a moment. I think it's also just to help your
It's just 'cause
leg
the,
stop from riding.
room to grow.
I think. I'm not sure.
And you'll have four pro. So just a double boa. You'll have this side of the boa on top of the regular one, which will pull your heel back into the boot and keep it snug where you're not getting the heel lift that everyone's so worried about. And then this is a V2 Ultra Cush, so it makes it a little bit stiffer and a little bit more poppy when you're going in and out of your turns and stuff. And then you have their mountaineering boot, which you're gonna wear with splitboarding, or if you're really looking for a super stiff boot. Comes in around $460, but it's got all the high tech stuff. So it's got an upgraded. Oh, not from that one. Yeah, it is from that one. It has these are a little bit sharper, and they will stick to the snow a little bit easier. It's got the toe, which is a lot different, where it's going to be a lot more durable. Has the zipper over the boa, so it's got the laces are covered, going to be a little bit more safe.
Explain that. please.
So
From
this,
ice and from
Yeah.
edges.
So the guy who used to go out in the back country, who's the one that created Jones Snowboards, he used to rock a boot that had laces. He went out in the snow, his laces froze. It's like he couldn't get the boots off. He had to spend the whole night in his tent with his boots
I
on.
love
That's his
Snowboard.
own fault
So-
for hiking out of the middle of the wilderness.
So that is to help
Yeah,
protect the
negative
boa
6
from
degrees.
getting so cold it
Yeah.
can't.
And that boot too, it has a bars that can go in the front and change the flex from a 6 to a 10.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
it's super, because the guy that rides that actually isn't fully backcountry specific. He likes to ride park, pipe, backcountry, all this
So you
different stuff.
put
Cause I did
some
some
bars
research
on
on
it.
it thinking that I might go that direction instead of the Driver X, but
Got
I
it.
still don't think it's gonna be stiff enough, but a very versatile boot that it's definitely more designed overbuilt and like backcountry. But then if you take the bars out of there, it makes it a lot softer flexing boot.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Yep.
Whoa. Wow. That's really sick.
So a couple things before we get in there. So is there a difference in the liner between the regular Aura OG and the Aura Pro?
Yeah, they're just,
It's V2, so.
yeah, it's a V2 instead of a
change up.
V1.
Which means what?
That's just a
The
different-
stiffness
different
of the
stiffness.
foam inside of it, I believe, is gonna be a little
That's
bit.
really it.
Yeah.
And then this one has a V3, so it's a stiffer one as well.
There's got to be more than just the stiffness of the line.
Pull it
So
up. Oh, quick.
yeah,
The harness
it's
probably
got to be
changes,
made
too.
of something different,
Where
right?
the harness changes.
Well,
too.
yeah,
The harness is all the same on all these.
Like
Really?
this Intuition and Imprint have their different versions, but then there's more upgrades.
The only
Oh, yeah, they
difference-
go all the way up.
Yeah,
to like
Imprint's
4.
got more polyurethane stays on the outside,
Yeah, they go to
and
like
then you get
4.
different. You get deep foil.
This one's
You get a
more
different.
basic.
Maybe it has outlast in it, or it has a different insole. You know, so because I mean we're talking double. You go double boa, right, or single boa, and it's
So there you
almost
go.
$100
There's your
different.
upgrade
Oh,
on the
yeah, look at all the
V2. You've got
different-
the X cage.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's happening.
That's
Um,
pretty fancy.
the
Yeah, that one we get
construction
all
of
the
it seems to
polyurethane
be a
stay on
little
the
bit
outside.
different.
This one's hard to
The
take off.
bottom has a little bit of more of a heat reflective material, it looks like, so. it
How-
keeps
How
the
about
environment-
is the insoles the same on each one?
Yeah, they're all the.
Yeah,
all
they're all
pop
gonna be
cush?
the pop
Yeah.
cush, it's just
Okay.
gonna be the actual liner
This
itself.
one
that
has
looks
that with flash drive.
V2 has smart wool in it as well, so
Ooh.
instead of being a synthetic, I'm
Oh,
That'll be
guessing
That's another
antimicrobial
one.
too.
this one has smart wool, so again, antimicrobial,
Comfortable.
all that type of stuff. What is that?
The stitching
This
on
one's
that too,
flash
see where
drive,
that
so
stitching is
it's a
gonna like
little
be on your foot? That's gonna make a different.
It's the same,
pressure
the
points
same
as-
construction with,
So it has the X cage probably
Yeah,
on
it does.
there, yeah.
it's just a pain.
So these are things
and
that.
then-
And then I'll show you guys
Take
this
that
too, you
out.
can see that this is more of a stringed,
Mm.
a string harness.
Okay.
And this one's actually more of like a fabric harness. The fabric harnesses hold your feet a lot better and it kind of like conforms to your actual foot. This one's a stringed one, so again, you can kind of almost feel those individual strings
Oh,
hugging
I see
around.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
or- I
Yeah,
don't
when
know,
you do
yeah.
it like that, now you can see it.
This thing?
All it is
Like
Oh,
this
it's
is
just
more
sewn
one
in.
it's
piece.
just sewing in
Yeah,
there where that's actually a more encompassing harness.
that actually has a better.
When we
reinforced
ordered
toe.
Vans, we didn't see it at first. We ordered it out of the catalog.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is my first look at the inside
All
of
the
a Vans
inside
boot.
and stuff.
So these are all like, I'm not trying to
No,
like quiz you
no,
guys,
no,
I'm
Brand
like
new.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
The other thing when you said it, I was gonna ask, is when you said, when you do this, it holds your heel down, it made it sound like it was like the lasso, which had that, it's not. So this is an upper zone and lower zone.
Okay.
So not a,
It's not like that.
not
It's just a
tongue
little
tie.
bit-
What's that one? What do I call that one?
Yeah, tongue tied.
Is it tongue tied? So,
That one has a better reinforced toe as well.
yeah. So again, since this is all new, we're all learning it and trying to figure out the differences. Nothing, no carryover info from years before, right?
No.
So that's why part of these questions is like, there's gotta be more to it than, you know,
No calf adjustments in
Feel the
India,
flat.
right?
A lot different.
that's a totally different material.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so.
No, even the
Yeah.
Splitboard one
Calf
doesn't have any kind of,
adjustments.
that's why I don't think it's a totally
No, but
Splitboard specific.
all of their boots are made with this kind
I
of
was gonna
stuff
say,
going on.
it's not, but this has a neoprene.
Oh,
It's
so
like-
that's some kid.
Yeah,
It has
Okay.
a lot of give in their
Okay.
calf zone.
So bigger person maybe that could
Yeah.
be a brand if their foot likes it.
They are a wider base than all the other ones.
Okay.
So they're gonna be a lot like DC in the past where they have the bigger footprint.
What did I
Okay.
put? Another-
Any,
what you might do is Chris, is put it on him, like you're selling to,
Alright.
what you would do. And
Put it on
because
the-
that is also a lace one, if you remember
I
the
know,
lacing
yeah,
technique, you can use the lacing technique. Someone will have to run that to show
Yeah.
them what the lacing technique is, or Heather, if you know the lacing technique with boot laces on how to get it tight, you can show the person.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we will.
Like a part braid.
How to do it? I don't know how to put a boot on.
Oh, so you're gonna put it.
Here, wait.
Put it on. So, most important thing,
Got it. Undo my line.
undo the line.
He's the right
Okay,
size.
good, master.
And
Make
You want
sure
a
you
chair?
get the
Make sure
Are you
Velcro.
gonna try that?
make
I
sure
Stand up.
stand in
the
a
Velcro
Okay.
is undone so you can pull the line forward. Wait, are those
Sweet.
$200?
Yeah.
But they have like the Velcro too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop cushion.
There's some awesome upgrades in our lower end.
Good stuff.
Dude, I can't get my foot in there. This is actually a good example of this.
So
I don't think this boot's for me, dude.
there might be this thing in here that
Oh, wow.
So
Keep
please
the line
don't ever hand the boot to someone and go, let me know you like that, walk away, right? We're gonna take that
I
out.
hate this.
We're
They're
not
not
gonna
doing
do
it
it.
all.
I'll leave
We're
this
gonna
all in.
talk about
I
something.
probably wouldn't.
You got a baby.
Alright, pull the pant back up.
Now get your
Alright.
whole blue jean in
The
there.
Velcro on.
Just all of this.
Crank this.
Now stand straight up and try to see if you can get your heels to lift.
So you're gonna go.
Crank
One of the
that.
most advanced things to do on your snowboard is undo your heel strap and do it
Yeah,
tippy toe
hit,
out of your
hit
binding.
the Michael
Tight as you
Jackson.
can.
So you really want a boot that can
Roll
roll it.
Customer sucks. Dude. Six thing.
There
Just
we
so
go.
y'all know too, when we go to try them on,
There's the
um,
trick.
you're not gonna be with a partner, you're not gonna be helping them.
That's like a pulley,
Thing.
essentially.
And do it again.
So what they're doing is creating another tension
Pull
point
that thing.
for that force to go through
Yeah.
in the rope, so that they're not
Dude,
flinging.
yeah.
I need to do that with my hiking boots.
Yeah,
I do it. It's
absolutely.
like so
I
nice.
didn't know about
It's
that.
magical, and someone little like you can get some crazy.
Well, I always, yeah, mine always get loose.
Yeah. So a lot of little
You're
kids,
gonna tie it
right?
up. It's crazy.
A lot of little kids are definitely not
Yeah,
trying that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they're fidgeting, and their mom's trying to tie it, and then they're like, it's
I
so
can
loose,
double
I can
myself.
kick
I
it
didn't
off.
do it
Yeah.
over. It's like
We'll step in and we'll actually show them,
Yeah.
and then you let
Top one
mom
over.
take
And then
over.
you're gonna get on your tippy toes to make sure you're not getting peeled.
Yeah, get on there.
My toes kind of brushing the end of the boot.
Did we lose
Maybe you should do
KBS?
some writing.
Alright.
So kick it back a little bit.
Yes,
Ooh,
yes,
yeah.
they're older. There is a nice right there.
What size is that? Nine.
It's Christmas size.
Why is their call always?
Christmas size.
The other thing I just want to mention to you guys, besides all this thing that he showed us here, I do like showing the customers it, and we definitely have to learn it for rentals, to
Yep.
make sure that you can get it tight on the person. But as a normal, like if I'm doing this myself, it is so much easier. I hold it like that, go over the top, and if you see I'm pulling up on this, then I can like really crank.
No, we can't.
I can. Well, maybe not.
No, you can't.
Maybe not on that one, huh?
Maybe not on
You
this.
might have to go under.
That's it. Gotta go under on the band's boot because
Unless
of
you
their
have someone
hook.
else.
Yeah, okay, plastic
Um,
hooks.
Plastic hooks slipping off.
And they're plastic.
But again, I'll essentially tell them that they need to start on this side of their ankle with that first loop. So that'll sit there, and then as I pull this one over to the middle, it really cranks that down. Again, on some of the other ones, it's a little easier. You can go over the top, and it kind of self locks. This one, want to slip off.
And they want to just do it at the top part. They don't need it down below. It's gonna get so tight. They're gonna like
Yeah.
make their toes go numb. Usually the problem in a boot with heel lift is that's
Right,
all
that,
tight, but this part is not.
Well, and yeah, good to know that Vans can't be done over the top.
Unless someone
Yeah.
else does it for you.
Yeah, he did
Because
get
it's
it
the
to go.
angles a little bit.
I said angle with me being up, I was pulling up more than down.
Yeah.
So other things you have to show people that we don't think of, because we do this 800 times a day during the winter. A lot of people don't know how to pop that boa out. Like they've
They'll
never
just be
seen.
sitting there
And then-
like,
You can pop it back
we had
in.
that
A lot of people don't know how that works.
We had that
Shocking.
one kid that had it all the way cranked down, and somehow he got his foot in to the boot with
Yeah.
that fully
With it
tightened
closed.
and the boa
Yeah.
in. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, that was-
I have
Sure,
no.
everyone
We
knows
just like
the
looked up. We're like, did
H4
you?
H4 recoil,
How did you do
but
that?
Pull it, click it, stays tight or
Just out of
stays
your
loose,
way.
so you can
Yeah.
pop it back up.
So, like,
Then when you're done,
yeah.
Sure, your bandages
They
are
talk
close.
about
you're wearing them out of the
it in, it's a little bit this,
Mhm.
right?
you're
It
dropping
springs
those.
right back, so use that,
Get it.
click it, tell them to listen for it, and then
Most
it's
of
very
them will
obvious
have
now
a
when
red
it's tightening
skate.
versus when it's not, when it's not very
It's
tight.
actually tight.
So, definitely, it feels like baby, but sometimes people really need that when they
Just
don't
treat
know how
them like
this
they're
works.
all
And we'd
8
rather
years
hold
old.
them than
Yeah,
them break it.
makes them feel
Yeah,
good.
treat 'em like babies.
So,
They're all dumb and dumb.
okay, is there anything else you guys want to go over about things?
No, that was really
Okay,
good. Wide
so-
footprint, they all have harnesses.
I'll have a rubber base,
Yeah.
a rubber outsole.
And the
No EVA foam at all, right? That's why they're so damn heavy.
So the EVA foam starts to come in on some of these guys
Okay.
to give you some of that chatter reduction and comfort and
But still,
just
But nothing on
overall
the-
riding,
nothing
but
on
the
the
bottom
outside.
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
still be full rubber.
Everybody else I think heard this last week, men's and women's boots differ in how hard it is to flex this boot
Yeah.
forward
So that one's
and the
like
height of
four,
this.
4, 5, where I think those are 5,
So,
6 or things.
It's not that a woman can't wear a men's boot. It'll
Or
have
vice versa.
little adjustments as to how it'll feel differently. So sometimes we do have to put, Heather. I got you.
Cops are here. They're here for me, guys. I'll be seeing you later.
So a woman can wear a man's boot, a man can wear a women's boot, especially if they're like in between sizing.
Did we get a new phone? That's
Why is-
cool.
I don't know. I don't know why the ringtone
Changed the
changed.
ringtone, definitely didn't tell us.
See,
Gaslighters,
exactly.
what phone? Wait, what gaslighter? Phone?
Hello.
Who blames me?
Cause I heard
Can
you
you hear
messing
me?
with the
When? I swear I did.
It's
Are
definitely
they
different.
there?
Come on, Klamath.
They're
Hello?
chilling.
We're here.
Okay.
There we go.
Bye.
How would I change the ringtone
I don't
to
even
full
wanna
phone? It
know,
doesn't
but-
make any sense. It gets never, you can see any settings on that.
They keep asking us for hair. Is that what they're doing?
So, like a 14-year-old boy, and he has like a really small foot. He hasn't grown yet. And we have a women's boot, like all black, and he's okay with. That is okay as long as it feels good. So. Especially if pants cover this, binding covers that. Plus it's like hot.
No.
Not really nice here.
I want to try that one on.
All right, everybody's gonna go to the band's boots. You're gonna grab 2 different boots in your size and press them back in. If you are the same size as someone else, you probably don't have duplicates
you
or
wanna-
share.
Chris, you
Oh,
wanna
these are
share?
probably 6. You're gonna put a different boot on each foot.
What do you want to try on?
Try it on.
Felt pretty good.
Yeah.
I got.
You want to try this one? It's 9.5. What's that?
I wear a 9.
I do too. But this is out. So I'm thinking it's a small thing.
God damn it, why is this going back here?
Too tight.
Oh, cause that.
We're at the second.
This is lame. What's this have to do with snowboard, man? I've already got all this stuff, man. I've already gone through all those orders millions of times. I know what we're doing. I am kind of curious on
Try
these.
this on without taking this off. And flip it in.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna kind of try and see the flex difference.
Not a 9, if you wouldn't, then an 8 and
I don't.
Yeah, it sounds like
He
he rides
He
everything.
rides
You know
backcountry,
what I mean.
big drops,
What I
big
mean.
drops.
Take these out.
Then he goes to the park and gets it up, dude.
That's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that dude does. That's what that pro does. Yeah, that guy.
Sumo whiskey.
Yeah, sumo whiskey, yeah.
Sumo whiskey.
So just so for the next person that goes, right? Talk about your fit and your sizing, different enclosures. And I know we had to go a little more in depth with fans because we didn't know
Full
it.
tractor. This one's gonna be.
I think the other thing is we talked about everybody trying on one boot with cotton socks. I guess we brought a cotton
I
sock.
did not.
At least 3 of us do.
Try one boot on with a cotton
socks.
Yeah.
Some of you guys already know, but that way you can see what the difference between what a good pair of socks feels like and a not.
Keep one of your weird little ankle socks on,
Okay.
on
Yeah.
one foot, and then your good socks on the other.
Okay.
Well, you remember,
Yeah, I'll keep my good socks.
So you're gonna kind of be on
Buttons are too small.
Lars's.
Okay.
tell me
Because
what's
since we didn't do it today. I'm not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fans runs.
So,
One that burns?
yeah, I can show
Super
you,
basic.
but you want me to show you
Yeah,
the sample?
real quick.
Yeah.
That's what we're in.
and this side bow, it does go the deal.
So Saba, what you're gonna do, what socks do you have on, right now?
Cause it's the, oh, that's regular cotton.
Yeah, my foot hurts. My foot sticks to my
And
wrist.
feel the difference.
Okay.
I'm sure you know, but
Thirsty?
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm.
It's what it is.
Huh?
Let him.
So,
Know if I know how to pull one on.
Man,
so, which one you have over there?
they're not at all. Are yours tight?
I will.
It's just perfectly tight.
No, I'm talking like pearls toe. I'm talking pearls.
You're literally.
Those are tiny.
Now you're gonna
Not
pull,
gonna jerk.
little string of it. Pull it.
They're tight.
My feet are getting.
Pull that white part all the way up towards your top. I have some part.
Nope.
No, sweet, all right.
Like I'm a skinny 6 feet.
So tight, right? That feels different. Huh?
Oh, those are too tight though.
No, they're good.
What size do you wear?
9.5.
And they feel good?
Yeah.
They don't feel like your toes are toe?
I haven't even.
They're what I ride. I have these exact ones.
Here. No, those are horrible. Those are bad.
Not your boot?
No, anyone, that's
Hey,
maybe
good, better, best.
a wide foot.
There's no bad.
Oh,
Terrible. There is a bad boot for everyone.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
You have a bad boot for you. That's why we try on so that we can figure out which one fits you the
That
best.
DC low, this was.
But yeah.
I put all my weight in it. I think it's stiff.
Yeah,
they're pretty.
Now do I have to put the other one on this foot?
different one on that.
Oh, I don't have, there's not another size.
What size you wear?
Eight.
7.5 or 8?
8. Yeah.
I'm good with the Vans. I might give me some Vans.
That's
Like,
crazy. That are all so small on your legs.
What?
No, I've got one
Oh.
too.
A whole size or more.
oh yeah, I see that.
Like I can't even straighten my toes out.
Oh, I can barely get. I'm digging these. It's the price. That's what I'm saying. These are nice. And once you break them in, they feel like that. I bet they have a really nice. It feels like a half cap.
It also makes you feel like you have like.
Really, you can use auras too, though. They feel pretty good.
They feel very calm.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This should be tough.
Mine are for my.
That doesn't mean my calves are like.
Those are involved. They're like,
They're stiff.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, but.
My snowboarding socks.
it makes my feet look really small for some reason.
Again, trying to stay open-minded here for a fit, but.
Oh, like I can do it.
I don't know how
The
to do
strange
this
thing
trick.
with mine is I've always ridden vert, and like at the beginning, it wasn't like because I came in and put on all the different colors. It was just my buddy had a pair of vert.
Oh, you got the same size of each, right? Doesn't this one like the toe
I got it, but then I did buy.
comes up a little bit? Or is that just these? Like just the toes feel different, right? A little. Maybe.
I don't know what.
John, do you remember my stubborn?
I feel like there's more space in the top of the lace.
Oh yeah, my first meeting when that came up, I'm like, it's garbage. I've been riding cotton my whole life. And Brandon's like, no, bro, have you really never ridden?
I heard you talk
And
about
you
that last time.
gave me a pair of the socks for this clinic, and I'm like, oh, they're thick. I took them up and rode them. I'm just like, wow, dude, like seriously, camber boards and cotton socks, man. I was like,
They were really
Can't
hard to
change
get
my
into.
mind, and then I got given a pair of free socks, and I was like,
I feel like I have like little tiny feet.
ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are gnarly. They're definitely a little harder to get into. This one feels better, but
Now I could totally.
Hey, here, it.
Vince,
That is
give me a 7-man boots.
I think they're nice. I just think they're tiny.
like, it feels really good once I have it on. But once I take it
I
off.
don't know what's wrong with this. It won't even.
Oh, that's crazy. Wearing the bad socks. That might be part of it, but these are
Yeah.
really
That might
tight.
be because they're thicker.
Yeah. I lose circulation.
So if
Yeah.
you do that, you wanna pop it back out, not go like. You want- oh, yeah, that's good. So, if you over-
I'm getting into potatoes.
So that is a lot of people crank too.
Yeah.
So,
These
what
are
we're
really
gonna
cute.
do
Pull it
with the
off.
next
I
two
can't get it off.
licenses,
Uh-huh.
now that we
yeah,
know
that's
how
the
to put
closest
them
boot to
on,
the Driver X I
right?
felt though. When I go, that the heel actually comes up.
I'm gonna put them on.
They're just glass.
Just a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then
Not
you're-
wrong.
What are we saying on each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna help you learn how to put boots
Yeah,
on.
let's go.
Okay, there is a whole spiel a lot of times you're on the ground.
Yeah.
Kind of different stuff, so laces, you get real acquainted.
And they feel pretty true to size lengthwise, and then I'm definitely I have a lot extra room with them.
You do?
Yeah.
You get to like to instep really well.
I feel really weird.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like it's like really
really
heavy.
heavy.
It's like a lot.
No, I can move my foot around and both ways. Yeah, I have a high arch and narrow
Okay.
for sure.
It's a very.
I feel like
Again, I
have,
think people
little
with certain
doll
feet, it's like it's so specific to the certain companies, you know.
Yeah. That's nice. I feel like I have Shrek feet.
Yeah, I agree too. Like just when I look down and see the footprint of that, like that's like 90. Like
Yeah.
again, I think we're gonna do good with them just because they're Vans. But I would say a little bit wider foot, but then true to size. You don't have to go any upsizing.
Like right.
It's my yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I put on an 8 and it feels perfect.
It just means that the outer shell might not be a 1-to-1.
But the inner line.
The inner liner is a 1-to-1.
Versus like ride, the whole boot is actually.
1-to-1.
Oh, that's too bad. You can't take those out on the fly.
Oh, you have to take the whole boot
You're
out.
all
Here's your
hardcore
boot
flip
bag.
drop boxes. Flip
So now
drop.
that you know what it feels like with the bad
foot.
stuff, you can try on all the other right?
Yeah, I was tried and true though. I came to this the first time I went to the clinic in the old shop and they said, you gotta ride, you can't ride in cotton socks. And I said, I've been riding in cotton socks like my whole life. Like, why can't you? Oh, your feet get wet, they get cold. Well, yeah, you're snowboarding.
That's
And again,
that's
yeah,
an 8.
it took me like him giving me a free pair of socks and taking them up and going, wow.
I don't feel terrible.
Wow.
I guess it's not too bad.
It's not.
I would put this on.
Yeah, poly pro socks definitely help. That one looks pretty flexy. I mean, it's got some support, but
I wonder what this would be. I don't even- Just calling and yelling at me.
Even the lace of the.
Okay, are you listening? Can you hear me?
yeah, I'd say across the line, I'd say that everything looks pretty stiff.
Everybody had an opportunity to try 2 on.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Something else on my stomach.
Huh?
Oh no. I hear a little Mallory switch.
It's 7.5.
My snowboarding socks are coming off. I'm sorry.
It's 7.5.
I would like
Not
that.
that one stuff.
This one, just because the J bar wasn't as aggressive, feels way more comfortable. I wish it was as stiff as that.
Put away.
I take off this.
It's so weird, man.
Alright,
Does
so
anyone else get any weird pinch points up in here?
I'm not gonna try to pinch you.
I don't want to put those fucking lights on.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too, but
John keeps saying they.
what's up
So
here?
G, which did you try on?
The Sadowski
Okay.
and the Pro,
Ooh,
Okay.
those are
the
nice.
Aura Pro.
What do you think about the Royal Pros?
I like
Yeah, it feels like way more room than this one.
Okay,
So wide, I would say somebody with a wide foot and a low arch, flat arch
okay.
would be ideal in these. This one, I feel like, yeah, it's pretty bulletproof. It's actually is probably like, even with my weight, I'd say it's probably like an 8. The strange thing about it is overall, it feels pretty comfortable, and then like this, you can for surely feel that all your stiffness is coming right here.
Okay.
Like when you go, you can definitely like twist a little, but when you go forward, it's like instant. So yeah, nice
Jared,
suit.
what did you try on?
The Verse and the Aura Pro, but I
Okay.
have tried on the High Standard also. I like either the Verse or the High Standard the most. It's the lace up one. I don't really care for this little one very much.
Alright, Elias, what you think of the one that you guys tried?
I tried the high standard. I actually really like it for a cheap boot. I mean, it has Velcro. I usually have Shifty 32, so it
I
has
was
the
glad
Velcro.
to ask, compared to the Shifty, is it more for your money?
It's a lot more stiffer. I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of like the Shifty because they're super.
Good
I kind of like the
boot.
flex. They're comfy. I mean, they're just like solid.
So maybe this is
flexi
a great food for someone freestyle, but maybe not someone parkour.
Yeah, I'd say they're
Unless they're
pretty
looking
damn
for-
stiff. A lot stiffer than my Shifties, but for the price point, like, it's pretty sweet.
I just wanted to mention something about stiffnesses of boots. They all do vary because again, it's all dependent on how much you tighten the boa or tighten your laces. The weight can be a different thing
Or how you
too,
ride.
but again, how you ride. But I would say that even though those feel stiffer than any of our other lace ups, you could just tighten them a little bit less and they would feel softer.
What did you like about the ones you tried on, Chris?
These ones are sweet. Double boas, nice and comfy. Again, I think we kind of went over the points of like what the fit would be
Yeah.
for who would fit
Do you
these
feel
boots.
it different with any of the liners?
I didn't personally. They all feel good. But that's kind of similar to 32 in a sense. So super comfy liner. Sometimes means that it might not last you for whole season. Might start pushing.
Well, the High Standard and there's the Aura. The Aura Pro.
Okay.
The insole's a little more cushy. It's like a lot thicker than this one.
Yeah.
There's a bit more room, like it was wider. Yes, there's some room in there, but also very comfortable. It's really cushy in there, really comfortable but insecure at the same time.
Anybody feeling like they're really heavy? Are they pretty comparable?
So the heavy factor will be there, but it's the durability. So again, I want to compare it to boards. Arbors, you pick up an arbor and you compare it to a capita,
way different.
and it's a way different weight ratio. But how many videos of arbors do you see when they're getting snapped on rails and boxes?
Yeah.
Almost zero.
None.
How many clips of capita boards have I seen?
Decent amount, man.
I watched like 3 or 4 last season of
One
the
hit.
DOA just being like bam, snap, and they'd still ride it down the hill and have fun on it. But
Sure.
again, it's that lighter weight which is gonna make you be able to jump higher and do all these things, but it's gonna come with that disadvantage that it's gonna be a little bit less durable. These are gonna be insanely durable. I think I said them during one of our meetings when I was doing one of the fabs on one of the boots, but I highly recommend that if somebody is, and I really try to like get people to do the double boot thing because that's the realistic way of actually taking care of your equipment up there working
Yeah.
at the ski park. Right, you don't wear the same boots, but if they are very stubborn about it, I'd say getting them in vans if we can with their fit and all that is going to be the best boot for them because they won't be coming back at the end of the season saying my foam freaking was done or my
good work boot.
Yeah, good work boot that you could snowboard in as well.
So that's all the guys' boots, right? Paige, what did you think about yours?
They're good. The Encore OGs are good. And whatever. I don't know what those ones are. Those ones are more comfortable in my
The
opinion.
Auras maybe.
High standard.
Yeah, those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just liked them because they were like really comfortable. I didn't have the right sock on. I'm sure if I had the better sock on.
No, she just put your foot in that. It feels great.
Yeah. Yeah.
You tried what else?
These ones, the Encore OGs.
Oh. Okay.
Those are
those
comfortable
women's?
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're just
Heather,
Yeah.
Do you have black and purple Encore OGs?
No, you only have, we gave you the black.
Okay, I was making sure I don't have too many boots.
No, we didn't get any of the black. There was only 3. He only ordered 3.
Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought this one was incredibly comfortable. Get into it first, but that would change over the season. That's probably my favorite lace up I've ever seen. Definitely feels better than the burton on my foot.
On here, it's no longer now.
For OG, almost as much as the hair. To be totally honest. Felt like I got the same heel hold. Felt like it was super comfortable. Slightly softer on the flex than the hair, probably. What you think?
So I tried out the Encore Pro and the Encore OG, and the Encore OG definitely the most comfortable boot. The Encore Pro, the heel hold, the J bar or whatever, was just a little bit too aggressive for me. But the only thing I disliked about the Encore OG was it was too soft. So if I could get
was too soft.
yeah, if I could get the stiffness of the Pro in that same, yeah, without that, I would buy them in a heartbeat.
Okay. So, y'all kind of keep in mind what we thought about these as we try on the others. And really the purpose of this is getting it all in our heads that when the customer's in front of you and they say, well, I love my K2s, and before that I wrote these buttons, I'm looking for something that's going to be comparable for durability and for comfort, then you're like, oh, these 3 that I tried on would be great, right?
I just want to mention something else about this boot is that it does have H4 on both sides, so that means both of these are breakaway. And what that means is I'll grab a boot that's from a rental lineup because I don't ever feel comfortable doing this to one of the boots that are on the wall. But essentially, this boa, let me get this way, can break off. Whoops! Oh no! You're out on the hill and you're bummed. So again, all H4 though is super easy. It's meant to be broken away like that, so that if you're like slipping on stairs or getting into your car, so you click it in, push it into the holes, click it back once, recharge your recoiler, and I've already fixed this boot. You guys might not think it's fixed yet, but it's already done. All I have to do is fully charge this back up. And so that boot has it on both sides. So even if you slip and broke this one off, which again on like this boot, or I think then even the lower one, this one doesn't have it. If it breaks and it like can break that inner thing, then you have to warranty the whole boot, and it takes a lot longer. But yeah, again, fully charged back up, recoiling and all that. So I just wanted to add that into that. But that one has 2 of them, which is pretty nice.
Is that
big
our
upset.
boot?
Have 2 H4s. Some of them, again, that side bow is just like their normal standard bow kind of deal.
If I fall and I crack this one into a bajillion pieces, I know the plastic part is replaceable, but if it breaks and like something in here breaks, my boot's
Again,
fixed.
boot warranty hopefully through the company, and they usually are pretty cool with doing that because again, it's pretty rare that happens, but it happened to one of them last season. I think we warranted it, where that casing, essentially the housing for the thing that's sewed into the boot, had cracked.
I remember that, yeah.
And we ended up going through the company, and they ended up sending us another
And
boot.
that was K2.
And we had to destroy the boot. I think it was Ride. Maybe.
Rise, okay. I do remember that.
Forget which one exactly.
All right.
Durability for weight trade. When people say they're heavy, you say, well, yeah, they are, but the
They say they're hard
durability,
on their boots,
they
but
seem
they
to fit a little
say,
wider. So a
Try
person
32,
wide
it
foot
didn't last me, but
a wide
not the season.
two would be a good person for wide foot.
Cool.
And then again, it's a product in our town. There's going to be several people that come in and just want them because they're Vans. Like that's the bottom line. They're gonna go, oh, you guys carry Van boots? I love Van boots. Have you ridden them before? No, but I love Vans. Okay, man, pick them up.
2 more boot lines to try on and a 3rd one to talk about. It's 7:20, so let's put our boots up and we'll roll in the burp.
The right one.
Yeah, almost. Okay.
I don't have time to do all that.
Be careful in the hallway with your socks.
Yeah, very slippery.
Dangerous.
Oh, and recommend Jared. I'll have to show you later, but I figured out how to get H3s off without the channel lock. Oh, freaking pliers. You just use your hand, man.
They're all just spin off.
Yeah, just put the rubber band on it, but then use your hand instead of the pliers, and then you're not wasting the rubber band.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But yeah, it does just spin off. You push the screwdriver in, twist it, bam.
That'll be a lot
Put my
nicer.
shoe on my sock, my foot starts perspiring, and before I even put my boot on, my foot is already kind of wet. Right, so I go no sock, running on the heater.
Ice slippers?
I have
Those things damn
They're
comfortable.
insane.
And
I'm gonna start smoking right now.
Yeah,
they're,
So fuck out.
of it is like
Ride boots or
That big.
slippers are up. Sun Valley ski
okay.
intuition.
ones. You still have your North Face ones, right? Yeah. I think those still can be like more comfortable.
The Vans ones have that look to them. Have like the pull of the boot. They could look pretty.
Thank you.
All right, so since we're on a mission here we go. Burton. So Burton. Burton was established in 1977, so I was a whole 1 year old when they came out. A lot of hatred on Burton and also a lot of allegiance to Burton. It's one of those companies that's very decisive. You know, it's either going to be everyone loves them or they're going to Burton. I want to go with Captain. My take on it, I enjoy parts of their company and other parts not so much. But without Burton, there'd be any of these other companies. It's like they started the whole show, and then Tom Sims, and it was this whole competition. And out of Burton, so many different ideas have sprung to life. Like they'll come up with an idea, and then as soon as their patent runs out, someone else tweaks it and does a little bit different stuff to their patent and is able to keep the line. So for me, Burton's just, it's just Burton. They've been in it since the beginning. They've pushed the edge of snowboarding. They push what's possible on snowboards for all these years. And for me personally, they're the only boot that fits my foot properly. So I've only ridden Burton boots. And initially I didn't know that was what it was. I got a kick down pair from my friend in probably like 90. And then I bought a pair of other boots from the store, some rulers. And then I went to the Ambush, and then I went to the Imperial, and then I went to the,
All right, well, can we stop hearing about your line of boots that
Imperial.
you
I'm just saying, I've been allegiant to Burton boots. They've been an awesome boot for me, and I really enjoy them a lot. And it's a good company. Burton, mini Grom, room to grow. Bam, kid gets a little bigger, you cut the toe off. That's an awesome showing point. Also, real quick closure systems for the kid to close. Mini Grom, Burton. Grom, boa closure. Also room to grow. Little thing on the bottom, if the kid's being a pain in the butt, you can hold that up to the bottom of their foot and get the size of their foot a lot better. So then also a boa on this, so a little more of an upgrade from the Velcro for the kid. Then you're going to upgrade to the Zipline boa. Same thing, boa. No harness, a little bit more upgraded liner. It's got Velcro stays, so good to go. So that's for like you're getting into ripping kid. He's not ripping super hard yet, but he's getting into it. Then we go into the women's line. We've got the Mint lace. So this is the women's Mint. They're basically their moto. So it has no harness. It has a lace, and it's a softer flexing boot. So good for beginners. Then we've got the Mint boa, same boot, boa closure. No harness, softer flexing, kind of more beginning level lady. Limelight, upgraded double boa, 339. It's got ice spikes here that harden up more than this rubber does. And so it makes it to where it's stickier for walking up the hill. And it has a harness, but it's just the lace type. It just has like the individual strings. Also an upgraded liner, you get an imprint too. So this is more for the ripper girl that's doing it all on the hill and is enjoying the day and wants a little more performance. If a lady comes in and is looking for like ultimate performance, I'm not 100% sure, but we could look in to see if they have a full harness ladies boot. I don't know if they do or not.
I believe
They
they
do?
have a 3 boa as well.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes.
So there are more upgraded versions of these boots. If a lady comes in and says, "Hey, don't you have anything with a full, don't you guys have a full harness situation?" So then this goes into the men's line. So this is the Moto. So this is all this is gonna just fall into the same category as this boot. Softer flexing, no internal harness. It's all one style of foam on the bottom.
Ooh, that Felix.
And then this one upgrades here. Then you're gonna go to the Moto here. It has the BOA, so that's the upgrade on that. Same price, I believe. Maybe not.
A little bit more. You're gonna pay a little bit.
Yeah,
more
it's
for that
$50,
BOA.
$60 for the BOA. So if somebody's really price crunching, you know, you can go ahead and get them on that. Again, also have foil in the bottom now at this point to reflect heat, and the little extra stay on the side.
I think the zip line has that.
This is the Ruler BOA. So double BOA, same liner, but you get a harness now, and that's going to help hold you in.
Imprint 1 or imprint 2?
That's the imprint 2 liner. So it upgrades. Now we go to the imprint 3 liner. And then a full harness. Now this is what I prefer. I feel like it keeps you really locked into your boot. Stiff. This is also the lace style that I prefer personally. I love the quick lace. I'm not a fan of the BOA personally, but people love the BOA. I mean, it's just a selling tool. You know, they don't really want to mess with laces. They don't want to mess with anything. They just put it in and dial it up. So this is our most, what's that?
What size is
10 and a half.
it?
They're
Show
gonna
us
have
how to
like
put
10
it
and
on
a
here in
half,
a
and then
second.
like 11 and a half.
What's that?
Show us how to put on the quick lace here in a second.
Oh, sure.
That's something that, yeah, should probably go over.
Sure. So yeah, anyhow, that's the Burton's basic line here. We don't carry all their boots. We carry kind of a you know, smattering of them. So we've got all the kids stuff. We've got the women's entry. We've got the women's secondary level, and then we only go up like 3 levels in the men's, and they have, I think, at least 3 more.
So
levels.
for the women, when if
Imperial.
someone comes in and they're like, I actually have a customer and she has limelight, she's for a reason, all right, well, I'm out looking for something better. So we're comparing from Burton, it's the Felix BOA. It's gonna be like the Ruler, and then you have the Supreme, which is gonna be like the Photon for ladies. And then from Ride, it's the Carmen is above the Hera and the Hera Pro.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So there are
some
options.
things
Most of the time you want to try and sell them obviously on something we have in the store. But if they get real animate or they walk in and say, hey, I want the driver X, you know, or whatever. Or they say, I want this or whatever.
I do believe that we need to get the bows out for that too. I
Yeah.
think we got.
But anyhow, yeah, quick
You got some
demo
gray ones
on
here?
the quick lace situation. You just get your stays there, tighten that down. And this is actually a lot easier for the person to do than it is for you to do. It's harder to do the quick lace when you're out here trying to do it. So usually I get them engaged and have them do it. So you're just here,
Pull up and pull back.
and that's it. And then
So that good with that rentals. Usually where I see our people struggling is with the person who goes, how do I get out?
Yeah.
And we're like,
sure.
oh,
Yeah. So there you're in.
Chris,
That's
like
cool.
that's usually what happens, right?
Mhm.
So
This is the move to get out. You make sure they both click down, and then what I do that my dad just did that could mess up the person right there is if you just click them down and pull on that really quick, sometimes the strings will flip back up into their spots, and as you're pulling on it, it'll relock itself.
okay.
So then they're like, "What the hell?" I'm so
That's
sick.
awesome.
So what I do is when you pop them forward, I tell them to hold this out in front of them so that they're like that. Oh,
Okay.
get that one to click. And then as I'm pulling,
Oh.
it makes sure that those are going straight
Okay.
down, and then you push that one forward. Bam.
So we don't have speed lace for women, right? But you may have to help a teen or something. The easiest way for us to practice, we have some speed lace and rentals. They may not be your size, but if they're too big, put them on and still practice that part, right?
You can either just hold it between your feet too.
Yeah, hold the boot.
Yeah,
pull up.
Right. And it is easier to have them do it because there's like
Yeah.
a thing like where you're here,
The angle
here,
of
and then
it.
I like step my foot down as I'm going, like, and then like it's easier to do when you're trying to manipulate it
Okay.
for them. So.
So definitely plenty for the guys to choose from. There are some gaps in sizes, so do it back there, I'll share a list, right? Y'all are the same size. For us, I think we have the salmon and the black track.
I can try that.
That's 7.5, but.
Okay, so yeah, then everyone grab Burton boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want us to do?
Go grab a, yeah, ruler and a knife.
Or a photon?
Or a photon and a knife. Try to find the Burton. No,
They're gonna just do the same.
we might wanna explain that too real quick, Dad, before we go.
The ruler step on doesn't have step on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't talk about step-ons. No, I'll probably just talk more about my history, about like, what I wrote. Yeah. Or, well, it was something I thought about when I was coming in here, is that I literally have only ridden Burton boots. Like,
Ever?
yeah, like Ryan Johnston gave me a pair of Stumpies, which were the like OG kind of like the 5150s. Then I bought a pair of brand new rulers from the Den that were black and gray, and I rode them for about 10 years.
Wild is that
10 years.
2 and
10
Your
years.
boots lasted 10
Well,
years.
That was
and
back when I
100 days a
only
year?
snowboarded probably like 10, 15 times a year.
Oh, not 100.
Yeah, no, that only started once I quit rapping on this. Yeah. One day a year, guy, until I changed my addiction. Yeah, it is totally.
doing 32.
We don't have them. So he's going to talk about it, but we don't have them to try on their ship.
The photons will you ride on, John, huh?
Where's your son and the stuff? Online has.
I didn't get any kids.
Like, seriously,
So they like. What do you about buying?
Are you guys pretty versed on the step-in stuff? Yeah. You guys have got step on, how to do the step on stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like Burton's shirt. It's pretty good. Wearing the Vans were, I'm wearing the photons now, so like immediately. Wow.
It's just a matter of everyone's foot is different, and everyone's gonna have a company that fits their foot better.
Oh my gosh, you're not
What?
kidding.
Yeah, it's not the foot, it's the instep foot.
Yeah, and that is what I've noticed about all the boots. Like the ones that feel good.
Yeah.
Because Burton is one of the worst for that. Like I put foot in
On like whatever that back part is.
That's what
Vans was
I put it all in.
Says the foot.
But it feels great, you know, because my foot is in there
Oh,
properly.
I like that.
Again, that's one of the hugest reasons we try a boot on, especially with someone who comes in that's brand elite. That comes in and they're like, all I've ever ridden is Burton. Like me, be like, well, hey, have you tried any of the other ones on? Me personally, I have, so I know the difference. But like some people just ride because they just ride.
Either the two new people want to put a boot on for practice.
Put a boot
Yes.
on you.
Yes. So, okay, so there's an order to tell them to do it, right? Maybe we should show her.
Essentially, I'll take a boot. Alright, so here's the motor. You have your bow. If you open that up, and you want to bite back on your foot like that, go all the way to the toe. Or you can click it against the boot. Thread to get it to.
Hi there, man.
Sometimes.
Can't ride them. I'm getting
And you
so
make
much
sure
heel
it's fully open, and then that's when I check. If
You
you're
know,
Burns are pretty good. Huh?
Usually we've already figured out what kind of sock they
It's that, but
Like
they put it in.
I do.
like that.
You have that thing when it's in.
That's not
Pretty good.
You don't get that.
You don't have fat, you just have wide, you have wide out. Definitely.
Do, like little log hoppers.
before he even has to bring his hand,
So,
right?
Yeah.
How are you not bending? So,
It's never like your feet all over the shoes. Don't hold them up.
right?
I have their feet.
Like, I can actually flex them. In the Vans, like the Vans standard.
Once
You
you
go like,
then your first year to
I never sell them.
Yeah, they have
crank it.
Not the last, but.
Before you get up, you're gonna get your heel really, really hard to get your heel all the way back in that boot for the best fit, okay? So you tell them all that, and then you say, go ahead and put that on.
Put that boot on.
So sometimes you may have to help them with that if they're fumbling with it, you know, but most people can kind of figure it out. Then I will show them, a lot of people do that, right? So then I'll say, hey, easy,
Let's say that previous feet.
for that,
There's 3
you
more
hold
levels.
it, lasso it down. Usually they're like my.
There's one other one.
We have one. we
Well,
don't
just
have one, but it's
mention,
lower,
that
it's just
creates
swap.
a giant little non-ball thing.
We can put on one of those helmets with these boots on.
Oh,
That's not helmet.
Share that knowledge, right?
All over the place again. There's
He rides a
just
lot.
one spot.
Good.
But yeah, so then, another thing would be this thing, is it's fully out here, and it's flipped in like this, and then they go like this. You
Yeah,
can,
there.
well, you can tell them that like if you pop it out for recoil, and then you a little bit less.
That's what you're thinking, like, that's
One by two sides.
Well,
That's very good.
Back in. But again, yeah, you just put that in, crank it down, and then what she said.
So that was where I was gonna kick a foot back, so then you're gonna say, so when you stand up, do you feel your toe right at the front of the foot? So, they'll say, oh, my toe's touching is too small, right? And that's when you remind them that you're snowboard stance up. You're in a big athletic position. So if you get in your normal snowboard stance, do you feel your toe pulling? So, okay. Okay, so then you want to go up a half size, right? But there's a phrase we use to explain to them what it should feel like, and their toes should be brushing, not crushing. So the correct fit is it should touch the front until you bend into a squat, and then literally it sucks your foot back and it goes, right? If they get to their stance and does this, then that hurts probably.
I said I can't wait to try that boot next year. I was like, why?
If their
That's a
stance
long
is
way.
What if I give up on it this year? Try it.
So that's not gonna
Around Wyoming, there's forms right there.
start
A
interacting.
lot of forms for different
Putting
things.
on a lot of all that feel better because it's how
He's
fits. Now, sometimes you have to
Right away, oh.
go to stand there and tell you if their toe is brushing, right? So with you now, I want to right.
But I was finding it's one of our.
Take your foot, cover your foot, Nick.
It's green. Dude, that's looking for the hammer.
Hey man, those are pretty.
So you really can't break the boot, you really can't take it apart too much.
We
Right?
oversized the
So-
kid. He was a.
It's funny too, I mean, specific to the liner, like the liner the imprint was like a terrible fit.
And he was close, but again, he was comfortable.
Wait,
After we got a size 6, he's like, that fits, and I was like, okay, cool.
Right? So lots of stuff you can do that I can't
It'll be
really
in between.
tell you. Most of it can't really tell you. Yeah. And it's also don't know what she says.
Yours would probably be pretty high end. Pretty high end.
They'll be in between, I think. They'll be in between the high standard and the Aura.
I just wanna say that any boot, even the
They're high end.
lace ups, and the other lace ups, like compared to back in the day, like all these boots are great boots, and I feel like the construction's well enough on them that unless you're really beating them up, which people do in working up there in the parking lot or in lift ops and all those spots, but again, it's just nothing like they used to be, where they would just literally fall apart like first day you use them type stuff.
Yeah. 500 down.
I feel like-
Or even then before that, when they would never fall apart, but they weighed like 900 pounds. The first gen stuff was like so overbuilt, so heavy, so wide.
I think that's what- I think that's
Because
what
everybody
people
had
steer away
two
from
boots
Vans
on.
because they're
Yes.
heavy.
Okay,
Because
guys?
They ride the newer boots.
Right.
Obviously, favorite?
The only thing, yeah, although one thing I did just notice and made a huge thing is it has a lot to do with the liner, because this is the imprint one with no harness.
Yeah.
It feels funky, like it doesn't
Really?
fit my foot very well. It's actually a 10 and I have room to move my foot. This is a 10.5 and I can't move it. I can wiggle my toes a little, but this one's weird. So I think that the line fit that I'm achieving. So,
Yeah.
Spot.
but more comfortable yeah, for me, more comfortable. Photon, definitely stiff. I say that it, you know, that, yeah, I mean, I got a little flex, but
It's the driver.
compared to
driver
this
is
one,
Stiffer,
It's a
correct?
9 out of 10.
yeah.
Okay.
So that one, not only is my foot moving, flexing, but my foot's moving all over in the boot.
It has
Okay.
carbon.
In the
Chris,
back
what
step.
you think? Yeah, the motos and.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are good, and then I've tried on the ruler for
Okay.
prior, and it feels pretty good.
Okay.
Again,
Elias?
a little bit stiffer.
Yeah.
Photos.
What?
Very slow with
Yeah.
a lot less stiff, and maybe it's because of the laces or whatever. But I could, I could like,
Oh.
I
okay.
cranked my bow and like still like it's like versus the bands. I was like, I can lean my entire way into it. I still
And it wasn't really flexible.
right out the
Okay.
box. I'd say Burton's a lot less stiff for the lowest end. And then I put the photons on for the step on. And that felt amazing. Super easy to put on, stiffer,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. It was like
This
almost not as stiff as the band, so it felt more like reactive.
With your comparison, the Vans one, you have a to
Well, I had this with a boa motor.
So we talked about bands being maybe someone a little heavier set, maybe someone who's really rough on their boots, maybe someone with a wider foot. Oh, I
I said
what about Burton?
I would go thinner. I put on a 9 arch fit. Pretty.
That's
good.
crazy.
I
9.
put my socks on backwards and I didn't even know it.
I wouldn't have caught it. I'd be like,
I'd
wow,
go
sure.
smaller
Cool.
foot, sugar foot size.
Yeah.
Not really.
I think the letter would be on the
Pretty
top.
true.
Higher arch too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinner feet, because they are real aggressive.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Your foot, if you have like a really, thicker ankle area, it's gonna be
put some pressure.
extremely
I
uncomfortable.
always get that.
Yeah, I do feel like in the mint boas that J bar hits me horribly in the limelight. It's a little different. Yeah. Baba, what'd you think?
I had both motos, the boa and the lace. I found the boa is a little stiffer, honestly. The
Yeah.
lace is a little bit more flexy, but true to fit on both of them.
Okay.
Just definitely a little more stiffer and then more cush on that. So got the extra
Okay.
fluff on that one.
Cool.
But pretty good. Feels pretty good on foot.
So I think all three of us liked the live lights.
Yeah, well, that's
Big time.
amazing.
We all
I
wear
really
the
like
same
those.
size shoe.
Yeah, we're all the same size.
I've been very curious to like who has a narrow foot. You're a little more like narrow to true. I'm wide.
I think I might.
Y'all's feet are similar.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions about Burton?
Nah.
I do want you to go over the step one real quick just for visuals.
Yeah, just the main thing with the step on is before you get someone hyped on it, make sure we have,
Nothing about that though.
because we don't have a real full run of them, so.
So typically, this kind of boot, right, goes in the binding like this with straps, and they're separate.
Hello.
This system is gonna be specific to that binding where you step in and it's a different situation where you don't have straps.
That's what every guitar's based
But
on.
with a different ride, still a lot, that's a lot of tech. Yeah.
It's also the craftsmanship, who made it, where they made it, what they made it out of.
So Garrett's gonna,
Wine. Any little difference can make a huge difference.
Sure, it's just to make sure, because most other times,
Yes.
yeah, you just step on like this, right away. Then when you want to do one
That's what
foot,
she was coming to
you
do.
pull this out, you do a 1 foot.
Not like enough to know, like, form an opinion.
It's a lot easier when your foot's in it.
this is a very specific customer. But most likely they've already researched.
At least.
And it's probably the most expensive combo we have. Right?
At least I'm not a reason for it yet.
Yeah, also, by the way, when you are selling this to people, this is a pants clip. You put the into your boot pant, not like the gator deal, the actual pant through
Or
in
you can
there.
mess this up.
Or you can mess up your thing.
But this would be short.
Had to cut his snow pants out of the binding because he.
But we did it differently last year.
And
Sucks if there's a
Snow
AK
pants.
6 foot
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Smaller
But
pants.
yeah,
just
good,
rip
super
it off.
simple.
Read that again.
Now they're out to hit you.
Read that.
They'll
Bye.
any of the boas that we have essentially will be a
Doing shit this whole time. What do you mean?
does it
Those are old.
essentially
Oh, so we took out the first time I drove.
Yeah, they're in that box.
cross over
They're in that long box. Yeah.
different spots. So like this right side of the boa is gonna go all the way down to my lower section and just start tightening up my lower section. This side's gonna go into my upper section. Both of them end at one point and both of them come back to one point. Instead of it being an entire loop like what normal boas do essentially, and then it's tightening the whole loop up. Two separate like things pulling them to each other.
What gives you a lot more?
Yeah, so and again, it tightens it a little bit better overall. And then this thing here, to be honest with you, what I've been told about it is that they just put it here because people be like, oh my God,
Where's my second boa?
where's my strap? So this is really just to simulate a binding
So
strap.
my, not about the binding.
Get a tool around for me.
That's what I've heard. Again, it doesn't really do a whole lot for heel hold.
They just didn't.
Pull back a little bit,
Little,
but
yeah.
it's not like double boa with other stuff, or
You probably would too young.
but kind of like more
Um,
aesthetics.
And then two up higher on the flex rating from their original thing. Like this is a 7. This is like an 8 or a 9
Okay.
because they add a little bit more to the backstay because it's a step-on boot. They want the boot to react and have like quick reaction because if your boot flexes, that's not very good.
Man, they're like $500, so they probably built a little durability into it too.
All right.
So you have to keep replacing it.
That is Burton.
That's Burton.
Keep in mind too, our Burton size runs, especially for the men, some of them are like split kinda, because our order is a little funny. So if we don't have their size on the shelf here, at KBS, they may have it in a different color, they may have the half size in the same color. There's a little funky split. Before
Yeah.
you tell someone we don't have them.
And definitely check on the
Almost any
sizes.
other brand, we can most likely order the boot they want to some degree. And Burton, most likely we can not special.
This one we did.
Try to match it back and
What's
forth.
the thing the boa has?
Sure. So, that was obviously a women's, right? That's your moto. This one. So your mint is synonymous with this. So this is the mint lace up, mint boa, moto lace up.
That's tied in
Hey,
right
did
there.
one of the guys take
This
the
side.
wall version? Nope. Yeah, put it back, thank you.
Wait, and then this one goes all the way down to here.
I did.
Huh.
The photon.
Thank you, yeah, no, I thought maybe they got put back in the box when I was here. Okay, sounds good. Alright,
Like,
tell me how my lace is.
How I lace this up, like,
Yeah,
that's all I was
similar, but I don't know.
Time's to start.
Morning at,
There should
8
be a
o'clock,
point.
starts at 8:30, so we
Maybe
gotta.
it doesn't.
Oh, I
Maybe it
thought
does.
this was in Wairika.
No.
Oh.
You can see it moves.
I didn't know where-
around a little
oh,
more.
The next day we fly out like a week
Why
at
don't you
6.
was flying? Yeah, I thought you were going to Wairika.
Have a safe, have a safe trip, John.
See ya.
Hey, guys.
Send me pictures,
Yeah, we'll
please.
see you when you get back.
Yeah, tell JT I'll say hey.
Yeah, look.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Is there a spot for mint
You like a
on the
frozen
thing up
holder
there?
on the frozen
On the
side?
snowboard?
Or put them in the toast.
I just got back into them. I used to eat a lot of Uncrustables.
Yeah, it was so light.
I'd freeze them or I'd put them in a toast.
Have you had the honey one?
That's what I figured.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
You said that straight.
Are we going past it?
Who's on?
Alright,
Just
let's
Chris
talk
on
about
that.
ride real quick.
It's so good.
We'll very briefly talk about 32 and we'll get out of here after that. I know a lot of y'all have been here since I took off.
I have 3 boots to go.
They're almost still like on top.
So Ride has been around since 1992. They've been making snowboards. They're kind of like a a part of Burton who ended up splitting off and going and doing their own thing because they didn't want to do what they were doing anymore, and they wanted to do what they wanted to do. So
Again, Burton spawning goodness.
Yep.
Just spawning innovation.
These do fit a little bit wider in the toe box and a little bit thinner in the ankles. They have this thing that's called the closing system, I think, or something. Essentially, instead of having the bow cross over itself, it goes like that, kind of like how the sequence we were just kind of talking about. It helps tighten up that lower zone as you're tightening up that higher zone. So I'll start off with the Sage and the Anthem. All of the ride boots are going to have this little guy here, which is super nice. One downside to ride that I don't know about their higher up stuff because we don't carry it, but none of our boots will have an internal harness. So if somebody needs, they're like, I want an internal harness on the boot, Ride might not be the company to check it essentially. But this thing is really cool, and again, Dan was saying it gets him a lot of sales because as soon as you show the person that all they have to do is click that onto there and then crank up and they're tight into their boot. And they tuck that away. There's no pull and push, and then those pull and pushes don't really ever get too tight. And then you simply click it away and pull up on that, and you're free. All gonna have some genuine Intuition foam liners, and articulating cuff, high durability or high density rubber in the wear zones, and then just your classic EVA. It has plus slime in this, which I think they just make this foam with like some urethane mixed into it essentially. Injected, yeah. What else have you got?
I think all ride boots
adjustment,
come with
that.
a little bit of rubber too. Same with like Vans, like all ride boots will have a little
Yes,
bit of rubber.
yeah. All ride boots will have a
Highest
little bit of rubber. Some of these guys, they have a little bit of rubber right there, but yeah. Calf adjustment technology. So for the women or for dudes, this is fully thingy or fully adjustable. Really great for splitboarding too. So like for this one, you know, a little bit stiffer of boot could be a good splitboard boot because you can kind of do that as you're hiking up. Eases off when you're standing straight up hiking up the hill. You don't feel like your boot's biting into the back of your leg. So the Sage and the Anthem are going to be our beginner boots in BOA. We didn't get them in the lace up this year.
The Orion.
No, we did not do the Orions because we have like 12 pairs left.
Okay. They're not out on the wall there right now, or are they over there?
No, they're not.
Okay. Okay. Another boot we need to get on the wall.
They also might want to swap.
But yeah, essentially the Anthem and the Orion are the same thing, kind of like the Mint and the Mint BOA. It's just that upgrade to the BOA with the Anthem from the Orion, and then I forget what the ladies one's called, but similar. You know, Sage lace to Sage BOA. And then the Lasso also has the Era for the women. I don't think we carried this year.
No.
Biggest thing with this is that it is like a higher flex rating. Same thing with the calf adjustment. So this does have a little bit of an upgraded Intuition liner. It's the support liner, so they add a little bit of this stuff in here, so it's not just tied. I believe this one's just like a little bit of a tie thing. And then this is the main thing with the Lasso, is that it has this string right here that stops right there. It goes around the tongue, into your heel, back around the heel, back into the other side of the tongue. So when I'm cranking this side boa down, it'll purely pull that part of the boot like purely back into the heel, locking the people's heels down. Again, this is one of those boots that doing this move kind of doesn't work because like you can maybe get like a half an inch off of it before this tongue. Big warning though about this, which I guess I've been doing it all wrong. I was doing this one first to show people like how that felt and stuff. and then do this one up. But realistically, you want to do this one up till it's snug on their foot, and then just give this until they feel it. Is what they, just click it till they kind of feel it pulling the heel in. Because if you do this too much, and they're like, yeah, that's holding my heel in good, they'll be wearing it for a second, their foot will start to fall asleep, and then their foot starts to hurt because it's lost in blood and all that type of stuff. So be careful, it can literally boa constrict their foot right off, essentially. But yeah, that's Ride. Again, with this one, the upgrade has the EVA foam in here for the chatter reduction, right in that heel zone. But this is a full outer rubber. When you upgrade into some of their other higher boots, they start using Michelin rubber from the tires, like the Michelin company tire company. So that's one cool thing about
That's
Ride.
in the 92, right?
I think so, and
And
some
that's
even
the-
like the Cadence and
Cadence, yeah.
some of them. As soon as you get up out of the lasso, they start putting Michelin on the
Try
bottom.
something. Trident, maybe?
Okay.
Okay, so, guys, y'all.
I already did all that. You know them.
So we're gonna try on
All the right stuff is somewhere.
your pair. I don't think I have any here. What he's talking about with some of these words, right?
Chris is on 9.
So when you talk about
Oh, no.
calf adjustment
Yeah, I've
technology,
already tried that.
just typically anatomy
You can
wise,
have it.
the meat of our calf muscle for a girl is gonna hit lower than left, right?
The calf
So
is too high.
hard to find you in a place that hurts, right? So
Hurts in the
this is
calf
like
and then
a very nice
That was really
Velcro adjustment.
Why don't you adjust it down, bro?
yeah.
I could also.
It
tighten
wasn't
if I had
the
to. Yeah, right?
it
So
was the
that's
height.
what that is. but- And not all the boots have. No.
1 minute.
It's 32.
Okay, like 1 minute. She's great.
Like tier where it's constant.
Yeah, 32. Oh, yeah.
Looks
So,
good.
cut here where it's not attached to this piece allows that to fold better without wearing any stiffness again. But you turn as you
Oh, yeah,
move
so I like
lose
that.
the stiffness. It's
Good.
gonna-
That's-
I don't know
It's
about
J
those
bars
seconds,
and
but when we're talking about
Yeah.
pills matters.
Yeah.
It's gonna take more when I lean this way on my toes
That's my only
for my boot
grip
to
on
tell
it.
my
Oh, hi.
forward. That's what I did, and by then I may have already fallen out.
Height.
Yeah. So the
I can
wearing
kinda
out
feel
is
it.
Hold on.
not.
Because we're not,
Tell me that one.
yeah, that's
Alright.
the founding members of the work.
It's on the bottom.
They like the idea of building
Oh,
snowboards,
yeah,
but they didn't like the way it works. So they
Yeah.
said F you.
Right.
They're stuff.
That's not bad.
All right.
See, it says R right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
That's what
It's not, I don't actually know if it was, that would have been not.
Screw the anti-establishment, you know, these-
Like we only got half
Figured
sizes
out
and
rosin
everything.
at some point. I watched that.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't have
uh,
an eight. It's the weird stuff.
on
Do we have a
Ball.
seven? Yeah,
Yeah.
we go 7, 7.5,
Essentially,
8.5, 9.
T-Rice,
Maybe we just hold our eight.
like Xavier Delarue, freaking, Jones, they were all riding for rosin.
No, I know I have two
And
colors.
all those
same
riders had
food,
their
but
own
not in an
individual
eight.
takes on like, this is what we want
We're
snowboarding,
storing
like
them in
this
the
is what we
back
want
shop,
you to
right?
start
I couldn't find
doing
them
with the
anywhere else.
snowboards, all these things. And they got shot down as team riders, I
So-
believe, and just were told that like their ideas weren't good enough. And we've been around for 100 years making this stuff, so you don't know what you're talking about. Don't tell us how to do our job, essentially. All of those dudes are gone. T-Rice is with Live Tech, making his whole thing.
3.5.
Jones is with his own thing, doing his whole thing. It's
And
like
Red
Xavier's
does,
one of the only
like,
guys left.
they
And
pack
there were
out
a few
whole
other
half
pro
size.
riders.
So,
Just
I
blows
bought
my mind how
a 7 and I wear.
Yeah, they could have invested, or well, they could, if Rosin was smart, they could, yeah, they could have invested,
Different on boots.
they could have had a legendary lineup.
T-Rice,
I
pro
got it
Rogers.
out, yeah.
I can't, I don't know.
Total boots from all of Ride for all of
How
women.
that boots feel.
Unless we put them somewhere else.
It's my favorite brand, yeah.
Did we put them somewhere else?
Yeah.
Hallway and I only saw men's, and then
I
back
do like their
there,
lace clothes.
someplace I found.
This is all
And I
Slid it.
all
over
on
your
My
knee,
pocket's floating.
but then
Man.
Instead of your pocket.
you just like,
My little cousin comes up to
Wow.
I was just not ready for that.
my little nephew. Yeah, it was my nephew. He comes up to me, he's all petting the dog. He's like, you know, dogs have skeletons. I was like, I didn't know that. He's all, I can feel it. And he's just like staring dead at me, like feeling. He was like, I can feel it. Like, wow, dude. What the fuck? Yeah. I do. Wow, I have a little head.
So like, I don't know, one was pretty good.
Thanks.
No, is it big? What size is
I
it?
thought I had a big head.
I bet some cats drive it.
I'm not. I'm not lying. It's not that. Yeah.
I
No.
feel like that hat's been to the gym and there.
It hasn't.
It has.
I have another hat for that. Gym hat, baby.
Yep. And guess what it looks like?
It's yellow.
It's the exact same hat.
Yep.
But
And he has another.
but I one impressed you.
He has another one coming in the mail.
Dedication.
I must think it's this thing.
Better narrow. Yeah. That feels good.
It's weird 'cause you have to almost like walk with your knees bent.
I was
Right. You have to, you're not getting that.
Yeah, walking in a snowboard boot kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Snowboarding in a
bowling,
snowboard
like,
boot, that's what they're for.
Yeah,
I have to walk.
like that,
Yeah.
like all out.
Walk with your knees bent a little bit.
That's what we're saying.
So a lot of walk.
Oh man, can you do that again? I didn't quite see that. Can you do that
It was a
again?
one-time show.
Okay.
So yeah. The water.
Yeah, we have 4.
Yeah,
Total ride through territory, they have 7. So that makes 3 options.
yeah.
And
And-
see if we can do some switching around.
Did we sell all the eras at swap?
For the last
You
ride.
can determine all
They have
the
been
yes,
pretty good.
Uh,
and have those types of-
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, then
But
you
then
pull it
we
off.
have a little
You
bit
just
more fans,
pull
but
that,
that's,
unlocks it, and
that's
then
a big
just pop that key off.
Like I don't have any.
And then you can just like, once that's unlocked.
But I keep, but I'm like trying to.
Yeah. It's so much easier than trying to push that.
Well, we need to get that dialed in.
Come on, yeah, I don't have it.
Right. They like those
We're,
are. And the arrows basically is just like,
Yeah.
you'll feel
We're
that.
doing it the other-
that
we're doing it the
you'll
right
stay a
way.
lot more, so it's a little bit firmer in
Last
the
week,
heel,
you
and
doubled up.
stiffer.
It is
Yeah,
good.
I believe they have double
Finger trap.
Do it the right way.
It's weird too, because for me, it's so.
Oh, no.
like up top is real loose,
No.
and here is
I was
like
getting there.
loose,
My left
tight.
leg, my card.
Like it's totally not even wrong.
So I have
My
no
foot.
ride at all. Nice.
I don't know for riding. It's like I have a problem with how right.
And we have an 8.5 to go size up,
It wasn't
or
like, oh wow, like
it's a
the band.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like, I felt like a noise.
There's your
So-
little.
oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I was.
Yeah, yeah.
I was so happy to have that, 'cause I bought a 7.
We like getting songs like
Oh.
Yeah, like my tongue rotates 360 twice around. And it's just like, I don't even, what? I love that.
We'll send it on wrap.
part of why
I
I got
get
rid of them.
confused and I'm just completely lost.
Oh,
I love that.
on the
feeling.
wall. I was like, whose foot has
The less
it?
control I
He
have.
loves
the
the uncertainty of what his boot's gonna do.
Yeah.
What do you have on over there, Saba?
Lasso on the anthem.
What do you think about the lasso?
Lasso's pretty comfy.
It's pretty badass, huh?
You can still, there's like a little ankle, like balls that, like the pockets, you know, that I can feel on my ankle.
Yeah?
On the Achilles, I mean, like,
That you don't feel in the anthem?
not at all, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
This one feels a lot more cushy.
Yeah.
It's a little
And that's
stiffer.
on the J bar zone, right? Like right in this one? Or
Yeah,
is it kind of this one?
on the inside, like right.
I was feeling it like up here.
It's
Okay.
kind of nice for a side to side. It's like it locks it in, but yeah, if
Okay.
you have like a fatter foot, it might hurt.
Yeah.
It might bite at you, huh?
But I mean, this one, Anthem's pretty cushy.
Anthem's nice too. It just doesn't stay super like stiff over time. Like it's gonna get soft real
Right.
quick.
All around.
That is, I think, the only ride. Turn to the side, the other side for me. That. Oh no, they do have the articulated cuff there too.
Mhm.
Just on the outside. That's interesting.
They don't
Oh,
Not on the Anthem.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they have the line there, but it's not actually
It's,
cut the way the other ones are. Unless I can't see it on the wall black.
it should be. That's not connected there.
Oh, okay. I just can't
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are we doing 32?
No.
Okay, this is all we have for ladies. It's just one
Yeah,
lace
that's
up
what-
boot.
Yeah. Elias is gonna talk about it. I think I'd be fine if once 32 comes in, people wanna do this or the partner on it quickly.
Yeah, Yeah, and I think too, for me, the ride boot is kind of the in between all of them. You know, Burton's kind of
Yeah.
narrow. The Vans was more wide. This feels like it could fit kind of like anyone's foot. And
Yeah.
I could feel that
like
too.
especially at the top. The
I feel
top
like
is
their heel is the biggest thing. If you have a thicker heel, you're not
Yeah.
gonna like
It
it.
does feel
Like
good.
I didn't when I tried them on.
Yeah, it's like
pinching-
narrow back there.
pinching here, and I did not like it.
Interesting.
I tried
Okay.
it. I tried it multiple times, and it was just that. Hey, no, it's-
And you like 32, which fits very different style of that.
if I had the right size, yes.
Yeah.
I think that if I had an 8.5 or a 9 instead of a 9.5, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, packed out. Yeah.
But it packed out.
Like
I'm
the
gonna give Vans a
shifties,
shot. I
love
like
the
Vans.
shifties. That work with breast cancer, lash double boa. Oh, hard. Horrible.
Really?
I'm
I like-
still in pain.
Out of everything I tried on here, I like Vans the most. But that's because I'm more or less okay with them.
Elias, what did you like from ride?
I rode the. Oh, wait, I mean, hold on a
You
second.
rode them?
We-
Right out.
I rode them. I put on the lassos and the anthems. With the lassos, I had a pressure point actually. It was pointing my foot. That was like a lot of pressure. I was like,
So
I tried to
why
loosen
are you
it.
getting that lower pressure?
Yeah,
Are you over tightening?
I loosened it and I
So
tightened it, I
there.
loosened it. It was just there. It's like, okay, this is the boot, not really good.
Protrusion.
But I don't know. When I put when I put the Vans on, I put Burton on. I put it on. I was like, oh wow, okay. I feel like a noticeable. Okay, this is like Burton's feel. This is Vans. So when I put on the ride boots, it wasn't really like I don't know. I just kind of felt like it just felt like just another boot. Nothing really too. And I'm not saying it's a problem or anything, but I feel like if I were gonna get a boot, I want to get this because of how the other ones felt. Like with Burton, I was like, this is super comfy, slipped on really easily. With Vans, I was like, wow, this is really stiff. I feel super secure and it's really comfortable.
No,
I feel like,
stuff
wow, but
down
these are
about
just like they're solid boots. It's just like nothing really too
Okay.
different for me personally. I could.
Say in a weird way, like it's almost like gloves. You can get like the right fitting pair of gloves and you put them on your hands. and
Yeah.
Everything just fits perfectly right away without messing with anything. That's what it should feel like on your foot. Right?
Yeah.
It should be like no.
Ooh,
instant
but this
cool.
and that and this.
Right. It should be. Oh, that feels good. That's also why we do 3 different companies or 2 to 3 different companies.
And even within the same company, because like
Yeah.
I would never buy a moto or a men's moto, so I would buy the wide one.
Exactly that.
Get all this stuff.
You're showing them that boot, and then they man, this feels so good.
Exactly.
And it could be, you could probably talk them into maybe buying the higher.
Once they put
get
that one.
pretty bumped out, and then they put it on.
Oh
and they can't buy
gosh.
it. They don't want to buy
Can't
it.
mess that up.
It might put a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth just because.
Could.
you put
There's
the
for
better
sure a
boot on,
huge
but-
difference in the liners and Burton. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. The
Okay.
higher the liner, the higher
right,
higher
it's the
price
same in
point.
all of them.
Yeah, right.
32 is all intuition, it may
Yeah.
just be different levels. of
So more
intuition.
consistent across those lines for
Okay.
sure.
And then, I mean, the people that have been here for a season know, but when somebody comes in, if they're under a price restriction, they're gonna be pretty fast to tell you. They're gonna be very fast. Sometimes I won't exactly say it, but they'll be here for a while and they'll just go.
Yeah, right. They just keep
They're
going
like,
down.
"Grit into their teeth to point at $200. So if they're not doing like that and they're like, oh, I've had these and I like these too, they'll go up one more step, right? To something like $269 to show them, because for them that $30 may be worth it. Versus we don't have as many of those nice little segues for them. to do, but- Okay.
But I like the anthems.
Yeah, that's
Any
super
more
sick.
comments on ride? What
So
kind of
these are
customer are we
amazing.
putting in this boot?
Just those really
Kind of
nice.
standard issue.
Okay.
Not wide, not narrow. A little in the heel, like you said. If you have
Yeah.
a yeah. If it
It's
So
fits.
if you're gonna grab them the
fits.
lasso,
If the boot fits,
also
man.
grab them, or a pro, also grab them the ruler. Right?
Yeah.
If they're like, I really liked those sages, grab them, the mint and like the Aura OG. Right? So if they like a single, get them a couple other single boas to compare. If they want a lace up, get them like a lace and one single boa to compare. And then if they like the double, get them really nice boots to try.
Yeah.
Okay, 32.
And don't skimp on boots. That's when people do come over and they start talking.
That's
Again, one of those things I didn't believe when I first started working here is that the boots are the most important part of the setup until I got a pair of really
So
good
you've
boots.
ever had your feet
And it
verbal
was, yeah, it was like, God dang. So if they're talking whole package, try and say, hey,
That's
you know,
what it is.
get a boot that really feels good on your foot. You're gonna be stoked with, and then fill out the rest of this later.
Okay,
Sounds good.
all right.
Boots.
That's 32.
We don't really have, I mean,
Stuff
I'll
to
grab,
ponder.
I'll grab what we have.
Line us up, dude.
We don't have a
Back in the nail.
32
I
were
know.
established in 1995. Their whole thing was like by snowboarders for snowboarders. They didn't really say much about the history on their website, so I can assume similar to how Ride was like, screw a bird, I'm gonna do my own thing. 32 is probably just avid snowboarders. You know, it's been around for
Started
20
as
years.
skate with it.
Is that yeah? It was actually all part of I think Soul Technology or something. So it's under that umbrella. But
I'll just throw out that they're a very jibby oriented boot. A lot of their riders, a lot of their team, and all of that type of stuff. There it is, the Jones 32 Pro model, all that.
But then there's like
Back
Zeb.
into- But yeah, like Zeb rides 32. Like you know, like the one dude is super all. Yeah,
There's
again,
a lot of
jibby
pro
guys
park
that
park
are very
riders.
soft boot oriented kind of ride.
Okay.
Yeah, and
They're
that's
also
how I
lightweight.
describe it too. I ride 32, and I mean the shifties, like compared to the bands I put on, compared to the Burton motos I put on, it's just like yeah, shifties they feel like the softest. They feel like that is probably the park boot I'd want to ride. It's well, that's why I have them because I like to do stuff like that. But I just took some notes for the stuff that we might sell, just some general things with the shifty or starting off with the shifties, like the cheapest one. It has just a full Evo foam sole. So honestly, durability. I've been riding my boots like for I guess it's one season now, pretty heavily. It go up pretty frequently. Evo foam's still lasting. It's gonna last you. It's just gonna be lighter. It's probably not gonna last nearly as long as rubber, but this will be a fine option if you want to go for something like a lighter park boot, softer flex. Shifty is a pretty solid option. It's a lace up, similar to like the Vans, Smileys, but all 32 boots are actually vegan. This is something I learned too with Don. So if you have a customer that's like, yeah, no leather, except for the like highest end boots is what they sell on their site. It was like only or 2 higher end boots have that, but that was like a thing they pushed was like every boot's vegan. So I don't know if maybe that's the same case for other boots, but if a customer comes in looking for that, you know, that might be another selling point. Yeah, shifties, I'd say softer boot, Evo foam.
Price point comes in at like what, 189, 199.
It's 199, so 200. So like same price as all the other cheaper boots. And a lot of what was interesting was the tongue technology for some of these boots. They kind of stressed to make it like, and I can vouch for that. The 32 boots are really comfortable, despite my tongue wrapping around my calf. That is an issue I have. There's no Velcro in the shifties, so after a day of riding, the tongue like ends up wrapped around my calf. So I could probably fix it with some Velcro or something, but that is something. But even despite that, they're still really comfortable boots. 32's thing is the tongues are they're really soft, really padded, and like how DCs have like those really fat tongues that kind of shape your foot over time. The higher end boots, like the lashed, I think it's the lashed and the SCW double boa. Those have like a more of a thicker tongue that's gonna wrap around your foot better, as well as plus the heat mobile liner. So you're gonna get like a really fitted, comfy feel that's gonna take some time to break in, but once it's broken, it's gonna feel great. Again, I rode shifties. I could say, yeah, at first it was like pretty stiff, and I rode them for a while. It's like, yeah, it just completely feels like this is my boot. It feels super comfy. It looks like
liners pack out.
the liners back out.
Like, do you feel like you went true to size?
Yeah, I'd say so. With 11, like totally. It's
So you're
stuck
true to
through.
size. Your size down a full half size.
Yeah, I'd go a half size because they do.
What about your
pack out.
shoes?
I ride motos.
Oh, you do motos. Okay.
So we don't really, I don't know, online, I can't tell because I don't have the boots here, so I don't remember, but
But I had that issue that he had on a DC, and I'll just say that, like, yeah, again, it's because if you end up leaning into that hard tongue of
Oh,
the
that
boot
hurts.
for a toe side turn and you hit chunder
Yeah.
hard to your shin, it's one of the worst feelings you can get. But yeah.
yeah, but that's the thing I tell the workers, not the customers. Oh, that was weird. I had no idea that's what happens.
Well, I've never had that happen in my life.
So I don't know for sure. I don't know if it's
Sizing
here,
down
but the foam, I think this is gonna be pretty consistent until we go to our highest end boot, which sometimes will be the Lash Double Boa, which will have a rubber sole.
They start to put them in the weird zones, kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like the other ones. Yeah, it's on the site. It said the Evo foam, so I think it's probably gonna be like spotted in the SCW Double Boa.
It is.
Yeah.
369.
Yeah. And it looks like what else I get? Oh, and it looks like at the Lash Double Boa, it's gonna also start. It's gonna introduce the internal harness. So a lot of the shifty boots they don't have the internal harness like Vans. They have it in every single boot the internal harness like it's separate. But for shifties, the liner has the harness. So shifties for the SCW, shifty boas, whatever, it's all gonna have that. Only the lash double boa is gonna have an internal harness.
So what
So
that
that's what they're looking
means,
for.
when you're tightening that internal part with the rope, right? And the Vans, when you're tightening it the in to the outer part of it. And this one, they're completely freestanding. So you're basically just tightening the liner to your leg,
Yeah.
and then you're just kind of free floating. So that can give you some opportunity for hip lift.
Yeah, but I'd say 32's biggest thing that they're like pushing is comfort. Like they're just like really comfortable boots, really jibby, soft, just really comfortable boots. And I do like my shifties, other than the tongue thing. That is annoying, but they're
So
still
we
pretty
get
comfy.
32 in, pick 2 boots. You don't have to take a 10 to do it when we don't have like 8 customers on the floor asking for shoes, right? Try them on, see how you feel, do it with a partner, whoever else you're working with that day.
Oh, and one more thing to that notice. So they have this thing called advanced sock integration. I was reading on this. It's on the back here, but so there are 32 socks. I have a pair of 32 socks. You got some. The way they do the knitting, I think it's supposed to make it to where it fits, like it fits the boot better. Mapping the key fit areas in our liners, we then use multi-density knitting to weave tri-level highs and lows that correspond to the internal liner features to create an unrivaled level of technical integration.
Wow.
So that's a lot of big
Cast
words,
down
but I think
so
the
that
idea
your
is,
sock doesn't fall down.
yeah, like your sock's gonna be secure, it's gonna be attached, and they really are very mindful. So like that's could be something you can upsell. It's like, oh, you got the 32 boot, you should get the 32 socks. It actually integrates with that boot. And honestly, it feels pretty good wearing my shifties with my 32 socks. But I think it's feels pretty comfy.
That's cool.
I ride them pretty heavily.
Can I see that boot?
How many styles are we getting from?
Hold that boot. Huh?
Yeah, how many styles are we getting from 32?
Now focus.
It looks like 4 is what we saw in the
Right.
order. So we get the lash
Yeah,
double boa, SCW double boa, shifty boa,
Oh, dude.
and the woman's
I know, you grabbed
Wow.
that.
So since we added the
Big babies, little babies.
Not heavy.
Like
It's quite
and
different.
we
Big
did
difference,
have
for
so
sure.
many Orions and guys shifting
Well,
left.
but it
We did not
strengthens
get
your
Lisa up to
quads.
30.
So
Yeah.
if you want to be training
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
off
Heavy
season,
stuff.
you get the heaviest boot. I put ankle weights on.
yours out of
Because we
those
don't
boots.
sell the stiff 32.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah.
Throw this on.
Yeah.
Any
Those
questions
little
about that?
boots are heavy. Yeah.
Nope.
Now, the other thing about the weight, just one thing on the weight is that when you know, if someone's really complaining, like, I really like this with the weight, like once you're strapped in and pointing it down the hill,
You don't
like,
feel
you're
that.
not going to feel the weight, man. I mean, if you're all you do is hit kickers, you might notice a little bit more
It's
boost,
not like hiking.
but no.
You
Yeah.
will feel it if you
Yeah,
spend a
so
lot of
just
time
more amplitude,
walking on
you
the
know, 'cause
bar
it's not as much
area.
weight.
Yeah, for
Then you'll
actually
feel it.
snowboarding.
Yeah. Probably starts to get
Yeah.
Right.
True.
Alright.
The popping's harder. Jumping off your feet.
32 is gonna have some incentives for selling, but please don't only sell your 32, right? And then with sizing, same with 32, we split some of the size runs with KBS to be able to offer more colorways and styles. So if we don't have a customer size here, always check Lightspeed first.
Even though I know that they do change, but I don't know.
If someone wants to heat mold their boot, you go through all the boots. They pick their one they want. They're like, let's heat mold them. They do have to buy them first. That way they can't say never mind, and we've already molded them with their right. You do have to take the insole out, or it turns into a potato chip. We'll go to that one again. Okay. Any questions? Sweet.
Stuff.
Everybody has their favorite food, kind of knowledge of how they're gonna sell them to customers. Okay. I do
Sell 'em
think,
all.
too, if you ever want to practice the boot stuff with a partner, let us know so you get more comfortable with the instructions, and handling of the boot in front of them, because I would say I fumbled over a lot of my, like,
Yeah.
getting in and out of course.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
Sam, I feel like you're pretty comfortable with the anatomy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Getting there.
Sweet.
I'll just do
Okay.
more research somewhere.
And they're kind of starting at a different starting spot than most new employees.
Yeah.
Because you've got some full floor knowledge.
It's okay, we'll help.
Yeah.
Okay. Carrots up, racks back.
Talk up.
No, and an observation I made with working here is that snowboarders don't always make the best snowboard shop employees.
Yeah.
Because they get opinionated, they get,
They wanna go snowboard.
right, they wanna go snowboard instead of going.
Peace out, guys.
It goes both ways, but the knowledge is good. See you guys.
See ya.
KBS. It'll always be Klamath board sports to me, man.
Hey, same here, dude.
Study
That's how I always remember it.
Study the history, man. We know the history.
Dude, we still got all the old pictures when there was like 4 t-shirts, dude.
I'm trying to get John to bring back one of those old school ones, the Sportsman's Den one.
That would be wicked.
Sick.
Get some retros. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Have a good night.
Hey, you too, man.
Hey for Burton.
Right on. And we'll see you guys once we get some free passes too.
Ooh, I will try. Bye.